What's going on, guys? I am the Veteran Miner, and this is Vistang from GPURisers, aka Mr. Mike. How you guys doing?
Back at it again.
Yeah. Sorry for the delay. Let me read off some of these names. I just finished running downstairs. I forgot I didn't have anything to drink, and I'll fucking die. That's just what happens in here. But Son of Ravish, the Mining King, Brad Johnson, Automatic Beats, Turtle Tech, Cats of Crypto. What's happening, bro? Stefan Cicero, Integra Guy, who else? Toxic Miner, Dom G, Hawk Crypto. Wow, that's a lot. And Hawk. Yeah, Yusuf Putz. If I missed anybody, I apologize. But yeah, we got quite a few things we're going to talk about today. I'm going to be working with a lot of companies. We'll get into that later on. And we're going to have a special guest is probably going to be coming in later on. So let's start with our weeks, Mike. How was your week? What's going on this week?
Well, what did happen this past week? I don't know.
A couple things here and there.
Yeah, lots of catching up on stuff. I was in Melbourne again over the weekend, doing some stuff for Terra's compute side, which I might show a little bit of that later in the show. I don't know. I gotta figure that out. But yeah, I've spoken about it a lot. I do a lot on the AI side and a lot of stuff in the background. So we had a machine go down basically, and don't know why. That's always kind of like difficult with these machines, but I think it's up and it's back and it's going. But we have to do one more thing on it. So I was there Saturday night over into Sunday. Other than that, I've just been traveling a lot. I know I was over in Missouri with Crypto Frank doing some Terra stuff while you guys were at Mining Disrupt. And we may have to go back out there next week, possibly. We'll have to see. So, yeah, that's kind of. And then that BTC Nashville is going to be right after that. So, lots of traveling, tons of traveling. So, Steven Cicero, GPURisers, Win Crypto Payments. I know. I think it's your brother-in-law. You said, or your cousin. I gotta message them. It's in the pipeline. I know I keep saying that, but everything that we do roll out, we want to make sure when we roll it out, it's good and it works, and there's not really any hiccups. And one thing that we have to do on our end that I really want to make sure is implemented is we have to have a system that settles in fiat right away. We can't just take crypto, convert it, and do all of that. Margins are, especially with electric and ASIC sales and stuff like that, margins are depending, sometimes razor thin or just break even, so even a 5% swing can make a difference. So trying to do that, but,
the Money King is saying, don't forget about me when you make it to the top, the Veteran Miner. I have no idea what you're talking about, buddy. Everybody's coming with me, or I'm going with someone. Something's happening.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
Yeah, Steven's sister, I need to call him. I will. It's hell yes, get some beers this thing. Yeah, Nashville's gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to it. So
nice.
Been lots of traveling. So while I'm home now, I'm trying to just get caught up on everything. I actually I think 2 days before I traveled, I actually did my first track day. I forgot what they call it, high performance HP UD or something like that. But it's I have I have a Mustang, and so I've been trying to catch up with that. I burned one of the wires that's on the exhaust, like an active exhaust thing. So I got to figure that out, and I didn't.
What wire? What is it? Is it to open up the exhaust, to make it sport mode, or no?
Yeah, it has different modes on it. So
it actually opens the levers to open up the exhaust and make more airflow, right?
Yeah, they have I'm not sure if there's one in the mid pipe where if there is, I took it out. I swapped that part out.
It's probably going to be before the cats or something like that to give more airflow.
Yeah, you can see it in the valves. It has quad exhaust, and unless it's in sport or track, one of the one on each side is closed up. So valving, mass boost. So I guess
cool.
the wire that sits on it, and I've never really ran the car like that. I got it about 2 years ago, and it's kind of been a garage queen, but it was kind of built for this. So Crypto Frank convinced me to do it, and
It's
but it was a
fun,
lot
right?
of catching up on all that. That's a lot more expensive hobby than I anticipated. It's like, okay, I got to get tires, I got to flush brake fluid and replace it with race brake fluid and new brake pads and new tires, and then it's like, oh, you should get 2 different sets of wheels so that you have your track and then your street. And
Did you get brake fatigue?
Huh?
Did you get like brake fatigue when you were doing the track, when you were going around where you started to get? So you just changed those lines out too, because obviously I know about cars and stuff like that, and I built a race car. But if you just change the lines out right there from the brake into the cylinders itself, it's night and day difference.
Yeah,
it's just it doesn't get.
I've heard switch it to like metal or aluminum. Yeah, aluminum, and I also have I think it's like it's .4 fluid that I have in there, but the boiling point's pretty low.
Yeah. So
after towards the end, it started getting real mushy, and so I started taking it. I don't know if I mentioned it was at Sebring in Florida, but yeah, it started getting really mushy, and that's not good. There was actually the Cadillac club the Cadillac V club, and this guy had a brand new like CTS-V, and he totaled the thing on like the second time out because his brake fluid boiled, and it was crazy.
Like, real quick, guys, basically tonight's gonna be just about cars. Fuck crypto. We're not even gonna talk about it tonight. No, I'm just kidding. I'm joking.
I was doing a lot of car stuff earlier today, so that's why cool. It's on my mind. Ordered a bunch of different stuff.
Oh yeah.
For it, so
more stuff.
Well, nothing like just new filter. I ordered
maintenance,
pads and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm gonna try to do it all myself. I want to know how to do it. I've always been a car guy, but I never had like a garage where I can like work on it and stuff like that. So I want to learn.
How do you mine with a dragster? Dom G said. I would say real fast, bro.
Yeah,
real fast. Braided lines high temp .4, like Castro or similar. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard one was called, I think it's called Endless or something like that. It reminded me of Endless Mining, but I think it was that, and yeah, it has a higher boiling point. So that's going to be the first thing I do.
There's a couple of little things that you can do, and then tighten up your not even do your suspension, just tighten up your chassis on the vehicle.
Yeah,
and if you have if it came with a sway bar, add a sway bar. There's like the little things that you can do on the track. Just makes it all a better experience.
Yeah, because it was like 100 degrees out that day. There were cars that were just burning up. Like I said, the one CTS-V, his brake fluid boiled, and I didn't see him. He was a little bit ahead of me, but he couldn't stop. He just went straight, and it totaled the car. I mean, he was okay, but he had a coach with him too. I had a coach with me as well, and I mean, it was a ton of fun. So, Integra guy, braided lines, high temp .4, yeah.
It's crazy.
High temp pads, definitely need to do that. If you want help, hit me up in road racing for 15 years. I definitely will do that, Integra guy, because I've been trying to get more into it, right? Like whenever I have time and stuff. It's always been a hobby, but this car has always been like I said, a garage queen, and it's like it was built to be on a track. It's like it's called a Mach 1. It's like a one step above it. It's like
just telling all the secrets today, leaking everything. Yeah. Good for you, Mike.
Basically, it's like a Mustang GT, and then everything that you would do to that GT, like bolt-on wise, that it comes with the Mach 1. So it did great on the track. It had like the Cup 2 tires. I have 315s in the back, 305s in the front. But I think the only problem was the pads and the brake fluid. But it still lasted 5 25-minute sessions in like 100-degree heat. I also want to switch it to E85. My buddy has a Camaro. I know this is turning into like a whole car thing. I'll shut up here soon. But my buddy had a Camaro there in SS, and he was running E85. And what I didn't know about E85 is that it runs a lot cooler. So he had like no heat problems. A lot of these other cars that were out there were like heat soaking, especially like the supercharged cars. There are a couple like GT500s out there and stuff, and everything. So long story short, yeah, I've been doing the car stuff, catching up on that.
Okay.
and traveling, but kind of enjoying being home. You know, I think including Nashville coming up, that's going to be like 5 days that the Terra team is going to be out. I do foresee being over in Missouri often too. So, but Vistang, don't worry about anything but brakes. Adding power is not going to help you be a better driver. Best money is seat time. Yeah, that's what going into it, I'm like, okay, I'm going to do a full cat back, E85, get another 50 wheel horse and like do this. And there was like, I don't even know the Apex line. You know what I mean? Like the braking points, and it is like completely different than what I thought it was. You know what I mean? Like going around the track faster does not mean, you know, you have more horses. There were Miatas there that were just like smoking everyone. You know what I mean? Like
if you follow the line, Mike, like if you
Yeah.
could be really fast, and if you never follow the line, and someone that follows the line will get a better time every single time,
Yeah.
no matter what.
Yeah.
It's just the way it is, you know?
Yeah. And I kind of wish I saw Crypto Frank here. Next time he'll coach me. Yeah, because it's the coach I had. He was a nice guy, but like he did it because the coaches get, I think, like a free track day. You know what I mean? So like if they sit in and help you with it, but he didn't have like a mic. Like I couldn't hear anything he was saying because the windows are down. You're like gunning it constantly. And he wasn't much help. Like he, like after a turn or something, he'd be like, yeah, you didn't do that right. But then you're at the next turn. So it's like, I'm not going to remember that. You know what I mean? And, but also I think it was like kind of just nerves too. You know, it's like, you feel like, especially the straightaways that are like angled, you feel like you're about to go meet God. You know what I mean? Because you're going, 110 miles an hour and like your wheels turn, like you're not going straight. And it's just like, it's a little unnerving, but that's why I guess tires, brakes, like those are the biggest things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can brake harder, you're going to get around the track faster. So it's a lot of fun. E85 runs cooler and has higher octane. But your car has to be set up for E85 if you're running it. Yeah. My buddy's Camaro is running E85 and he, which is the weirdest thing. Not that he's running E85, but the track didn't have E85 there, and the gas stations around the track didn't have it. Like you would have to drive 50 miles to go get it. And so he brought like, I don't know, I think it was like 3 5-gallon jugs of E85 with him from he was lived up north from there. But yeah, his car was doing fantastic. No heat issues. I didn't really have any heat issues. I felt a little bit towards the end, but nothing bad besides burning up that one wire. So that's but it was a lot of fun.
Quite an experience then. Huh?
Yeah.
Right.
But we don't have to go into suspension settings. Yeah, Crypto Frank, I was talking to him while I was there. He's the one that sent me the thing for it. And hopefully next time we can all go Frank. But yeah, I guess the road at Sebring is so rough that you want to have like a, not as stiff suspension. And the Mustang has like MagneRide, so you can like change the suspension levels. And it was like a rock the entire time. I'm like a track mode, I'm like an expert going into this, so it was just like, I actually have a video of it that I shared around. I think I sent it to you too, Dave, but it's like my phone and it's just like, you can't even really see anything. It's no stabilization at all. It's just like, you can tell.
Yeah, but how did you get the counter and stuff like that? Like it was a whole thing. I looked like I was looking at it like a mini Gran Turismo.
It's an app.
Like a mini Gran Turismo
cool.
thing. It was fucking awesome. I was like, wow, that's really cool.
Yeah, it's called Track Addict. It's like that.
Yeah.
But what's cool about it is you pick up the track and then once you get on, it has like GPS of where you are. So I thought that was pretty cool because, like I said, I didn't learn like the Apex. After that one guy crashed his Cadillac, we were supposed to like learn this Apex line and all this kind of stuff. But instead they made us take all of our cars out like in a line and go through every car to make sure tire pressure is like low enough, make sure your brake fluid is good. Like just because they didn't want anyone getting hurt. But
they don't want the track to see either because then basically you have to clean it up and that's a process,
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, Integra guy, I'll hit you up, man. I appreciate it. It's back in my day we didn't have those fancy apps. They're pretty cool. $8. I mean, and it puts an overlay on it. That's hard to beat.
Look professional. When I saw it. I thought it was from the track. I thought they were like they provided something like that.
Yeah.
You never explained it to me.
Mr. Red Panda Mining. Take me for a ride in your car. I used to have an 06 GT back in college, total degenerate. ABAC, lowering springs, Cody shock struts, Edelbrock sway bars.
Ibach.
Oh, is that German?
Springs.
Bach? Ibach.
Yeah.
UBK cold air intake, Diablo tuner, rims, tire. Yeah, all the bolt-ons. I had an in 08. It was a V6 though. It was like the non-fast version, but it looked good.
Panda car guy. It's look at that shit.
Yeah, I remember we were talking about cars for a while, Panda, when we met. But yeah, we're Mustang dudes. You know what I mean? So it's it was fun.
I'm a Japanese guy. I mean, I don't drive any Japanese. Yeah. Well, I do, kind of, sort of. It's my wife's car, but I built a Honda, so I'm into Hondas.
You got to show the video. Like Dave has a video. I'm not gonna put it, but I'll mention it. But it's him just. What was it? A 10-second? Was it a 9 or 10-second car?
Yeah, it was fun. Just built it from scratch, completely.
That's
it was
sick.
a shell.
Yeah.
You know, so I have a little bit of mechanic skills as well. But it's very fun. I had R6 many years ago, and it's just intriguing. I think to this day that what a little 4-cylinder can do.
Yeah.
And the combustion, and then I had an S2000. That was fun, but it just wasn't as fun as like the race car I built, I guess, because it was like rags to riches, I guess, in a way.
Oh, really?
Yeah. The S2000, it comes nice. I bought a brand new.
Oh, it has everything already on it?
Yeah, I bought it in 2005, and it was nice, but just never got the same feeling when I built this race car.
Yeah.
But I have a truck now, and it is what it is,
Yeah. The car that was most surprising, I think, besides the Miatas, those things are like a different breed.
Well, they have
those
what it's called. They have a 50-50 ratio, right? What that means, like 50% in the front, 50% in the back. They
like
have that.
Perfectly.
Yeah, then like a lot of Dodge Neons will do track cars too. Dodge Neons have that 50-50 ratio. So when you're going around the corners in Sebring and everything, like I'm familiar with Sebring. When you go around the corners of Sebring, it holds.
Yeah,
it's all about the proper engineering and your suspension. A lot goes into it. Like a lot of naturally aspirated cars without turbos or anything like that. It's big. You know what though? What I saw, there's another track in Tampa, I think, Mike, that's like similar to Sebring. It's new because Sebring is the only like track, from my understanding. I think they built a brand new track in Tampa as well.
Yeah, I think they are. I think it's I think it's a little bit outside of Tampa. Like it's east, but it's new, right? I remember. Yeah, it's I can't remember the name of it, but I know that they have like. It's literally like condos all along it, like car condos that you can you could buy the condo and it's like 1 or 2 bedrooms upstairs, but then you have like a 4-car garage where you can like have all your tools and it's like right up butted against. It's like almost like a garage.
It's made for the track. Like it's like a little place that you could hang out, kind of.
Yeah. It's very, very cool. And I think the most surprising besides the Miatas were those the Supras, the new Supras. I think those have like the BMW engines in them. I can't remember what the engine's called, but Hawk has the M340, and that engine's like really, really quick with a tune. I mean, those two you can get like 100 wheel horsepower from just a tune. Those Supras were keeping up with the Porsches and everything like that. I mean, they had a lot done to them, but it was really impressive.
Yeah,
really impressive. BMW Supra. What's up, Retro Mike? How you doing? Integra guy. I had a 94 Integra, 250 wheel horsepower, weighed less than 2,300 pounds. Wow. Remington 9K, beat the shit out of it and drove it home. Would wreck Corvette owners. They were too scared. Yeah. I noticed that with the Corvette guys out there. They were always like timid. You know what I mean? They were like always like they didn't want other people around them usually. There was one Corvette Z06, like a C7, that just was like, that was a monster. That thing had slicks on it, and it was nice. That thing was setting like, not the record for C, but it was definitely the fastest car there.
Yeah, it's an expensive hobby. You start getting into that shit, my God, dude.
I know. That's the thing. And it's like you have to, like, you can't go cheap on it. You're not like, oh, well, I'm not going to not modify. Like, you have to have tires. You have to have, like, brakes. You know what I mean? Like, and I think I have Sport Cup 2s on there, and those did amazing. Like, they did really, really well on the track. And I never even, no slippage, no anything. And I was I was hard on it, and but they're like 480 a tire, and they like street they only last like 8,000 miles if you're lucky.
Jesus.
And then
Less
then on the
less than
track,
Florida, dude.
yeah, it's brutal. And then on the track, like for instance, but the Mustang, it came stock with
He lost 6,000 miles on the track.
yeah, yeah, it came stock with Sport Cup 2s, so I have the same tires of when I bought it. I only have about 4,200 miles on the car, and I have to get the tires are just shredded after the 4,000 miles in one track day. They're just like, if I hit a puddle, I'm going into a wall type thing. So
Jesus.
it's I need to replace those for sure. It's
Panda said he wants a GTR one day. Panda, we go 50-50. We'll keep it in states though.
Those GTR, the GTR is probably does really well around the track. It's just, it was a whole different experience. I didn't, it's one of those things I've always kind of wanted to do, and Frank got me into it. And I don't know, I just pulled the trigger and I was like, all right, let's go. Let's do it,
Mike, it's addicting.
But it is, I know, it's bad. It's a lot, but I want to get all the right tools. My buddy had like everything, like he did it the right way. He showed up. Right. And he had like all his tools, all his gas. He had this. He had jack stands. He had everything. And then I pull up, and I just have a helmet. That's it. And like I ended up having to use a lot of his stuff. You got to tighten, all the lugs between. I didn't even realize how loose the wheels get between track sessions. It's like scary almost. I was like, oh shit. So I got to get a whole bunch of tools and everything, and kind of do it. So
Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Milwaukee tools, the electric, because you have they're so good, dude.
Well,
oh my god, that's all I had, my Milwaukee tools at the track, because I was beating the shit out of this thing. It's a quarter-mile car, right? So my god, it was just like every bolt that you think it would never get loose, it was getting loose. Like I had to go over like so many things, dude. It was just like a box of rocks by the time I got it back. It's like, what the hell is that noise? But
you just pretend like hope it goes away, you know what I mean? Like it's just like crazy, man.
Isn't it funny? My friends, they have a laptop. They're like, Dave, let's put a little bit more in there. I'm like, bro, I don't want to blow this thing up. I'm having fun. Let's get a little bit more out of it. I'm like, all right, whatever.
Crypto Frank saying his friend is a GTR Alpha. It's never been anything so fast. Can spin all 4 tires. That's crazy.
It's nuts, bro.
Imagine
those things on the track.
Don't get too...
It's crazy.
Oh, I'm sorry. What, dude?
No, when they're on the track or whatever, they just go like literally sideways, dude. All 4 wheels.
Yeah. Integra guy, Vistane, don't get too good of tires. Learn the limits on shit tires. I raced all seasons in the beginning and slowly worked up to R comps. And you can see the lap times and go way down just off the tires. Yeah, I was thinking of getting a second set. Not right away, but just like the same, so I can have the Cup 2s for the track, and then I can have like Pilot Sport 4S's just for the daily driving. But that you do make a good point. The ones that I have now, I'm gonna swap 2 Pilot Sport 4S's, and I'll probably track with those a couple of times. And then when I buy another set, I'll just keep those for that. And I have a truck, so I can also just bring this stuff. But you could see the guys there like that have they have like RVs with trailers that have like sometimes 2-3 cars in them. And they must just travel the country and they set up like a mobile workshop out in like the pit areas here. It's just crazy. It's so cool though. It's expensive though. It's addicting. So I'm gonna have to ease into it. My next track day is gonna be probably 6 months, at least 6 months from now, because
you gotta save up.
It's a ton of money. But you make a good point, Integra guy. Kind of do it on tires that'll last a little bit more. You know what I mean? It's not, and that's the thing is my coach. He's, like I say, he's a real nice guy, but it was like the entire time I'm either like full throttle or full brake, and he's like, not giving me great directions. And it's like I kind of just want to like learn the track a little bit. I'm not trying to like set the best lap time. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to like. Well, it's just like I'm just trying to get used to it. You know what I mean?
You set the bet. You have to go out there and just pedal to the metal.
Yeah, just no brakes. You know what I mean? Just it's
coast.
But
downshift.
But yeah, so it's
put a lot of strain in that transmission. See what it's all about. You know.
Yeah, and the Mustang has like a in a 10-speed automatic, which I was really surprised on the track how well it did. I didn't use paddle shifters or anything like that. I was just trying to focus on the
No,
track.
you need
But
to
like,
use paddle shifters. That's what it's there for, Mike.
yeah.
You got to get.
No, I know, but it was my
aggressive.
first time, Dave.
If you need me to show you how to use your car, I'm there. So
yeah.
Like, and you're gonna be like, wow, this thing is fast. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
It'll be fun.
Yeah.
We'll go.
Then,
we'll go together one day.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll get a car.
Yeah, it was a lot. It honestly was a lot of fun. I stayed at the hotel there called 7, and it's on turn 7, which is like a famous turn there.
Holy crap.
Yeah, and it was pretty. The hotel was the cheapest part of it. It was like $100, and you get a balcony, which would be really cool on like the weekends because your balcony is turn 7. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's
you know what sounds like a bunch of us to go one day, Mike. That sounds like a plan.
Yeah,
stay out there.
I think
for a
just
couple
watching
days.
it cool. It would be awesome too because I saw it was on a Friday, and I think the group I went with just rented the track out, and then they like sell tickets or whatever. I'm sure that's how it works.
Right.
But there was an actual, I think, American Iron or something. There was like a race for that weekend, and when I was leaving Saturday morning, because I was dead that day. Like it also took a lot out, the sun and everything, and I literally fell asleep. This never happened in my life before, but I had my laptop. I was watching The Sopranos, and I fell asleep on the backboard of the bed while watching this, and I swear I like blinked for a second. It was at like 11 p.m. and then I woke up and it was like 3:30 in the morning, and I'm like, what the fuck? And I was just exhausted. But long story short, the next day I woke up at 8 a.m. to like people on the track already, and people just back up their trucks and like have coolers and beers, and they just like watch it. You know what I mean? It's pretty cool. It's fun. But yeah, it would be fun. It's not too far from, actually it is. It's far from anything really because it's in the middle of the state. It's probably closest to Tampa. But yeah, it was fun. It was fun. So yeah,
nice.
We're Wired Wednesdays, Wacky Wednesdays, car show.
There's no rhyme or reason. We get to talk about whatever we want, Mike. It's our show.
Yeah.
Whatever we want.
Yeah.
Everybody loves it. Everybody's, know.
We got some car guys here. I feel like cars and crypto kind of go together a little bit.
As long as we keep on getting comments and we're not dropping views, I mean, we can talk about whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So anyway, you gonna play us a song later on? I see the guitar in the back over there, Mike. You gonna play us a song later?
Yeah, I'll serenade everyone, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. See, guys, we fucking do it all here. Right here on Wired Wednesdays.
It's a live show.
It's live. So enjoy.
Yeah, no,
you're welcome.
Oval Board Tech was really into cars too. I'd love to talk to him about this.
Yeah.
I talked to him about a lot of stuff.
Rest in peace. Catch Crypto's in here too. I think he was a master mechanic as well. Mike.
Yeah. He had some sick cars in there. I remember seeing some of the stuff in his garage.
Yeah.
It was
we had some good conversations too. I would talk to him over the phone.
What about you, Dave? What was your last week like?
Yeah. Busy doing cables, but working with a lot of companies. There's a thing back there. You guys can see that right there? That's a bid axe, right? And I'm going to explain why it's on, why it's in the back, and there's some cool stuff about that bid axe that no one, once again, has either wanted to create or do, whatever the case may be. So, anyway, that's a project. There's a couple of cables back there as well. They're projects. And I guess I can name off some names. Now, Brains wants me to hold off. If you guys don't know who Brains, the company, they're a large company. It's out in Europe. And I'm going to be... Mike, was that lightning?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Bro, that's crazy.
Might be heat lightning. I don't know.
That's crazy. You guys see that? Anyway, throw me off track right there. I was just like, is he taking pictures of himself? He taking selfies while I'm fucking talking? What's going on? But anyway, so Brains, I'm gonna be working with Brains. They're coming out. They have a unit already, but I'm just offering a solution, right? Another solution to powering up their Brains unit. So we already have been going back and forth. The unit is out of stock, waiting for a new batch. So I'm not 100% sure. It's either September or December. You're going to see my name, you know, paired up with Brains, and I'm going to be working with them. So that's a really cool thing. I think, you know, I'm going to show the fucking cable. It is what it is, right?
Yeah, let's see it. Let's see what you're working with over there, Dave.
So if you guys know who Brains is, they're a company, and this is their color scheme. Check that out. Check out that sleeving, man. You know what? Let's go and how do we see that, guys? So it's a black with a purple stripe. I have so many unique sleevings, but it's a barrel connector, right? So this barrel connector is going to be used for that unit. So it's pretty cool. Anyway, so that's that. That's for Brains right there. But that's coming soon. We don't know exactly when, but I'm going to be working with Brains itself. I'm going to be working with Bitmain as well. We're still, you know, panning out some things that basically it's going to be like official things. Okay. So
is Brains, is this like their first retail product? Because I know it was just firmware, right?
I think so.
So is this like their first like retail
it's
product?
it's a BTC miner.
Okay, it's like gotcha. Okay.
It's like, you know, what we have the BitAxe back there. I'll show you that cable too. But it's like having like a BitAxe, but just like in a terahash, not a gigahash unit.
Okay, so it's not really, because I know Ravish said lottery miner. Is this kind of like is this a lottery? It is. Or can you mine this to a pool? Like, is it enough to mine to a pool to make it worthwhile?
No, they're lottery miners, but there's other ways, like in a grapevine, that you can actually use units. So another company, Canon, right? So Canon, or whatever. I think that's how you pronounce them. I'm working with them with the the Nano 3, right?
Yeah.
So that's a lottery miner too, but there's other ways that you could possibly do stuff, but I'm not gonna really get into it. But I made a cable for the Canon right now. I just have a little hiccup on it reading back and forth because they use USB-C. That's number one. Number two, it's 28 volts, and nothing that we use is 28 volts. So that was a challenge for a step-up big resistor because the amount of wattage. But yeah, was say Cats of Crypto was saying that I'd love to see the cable for the Nano 3 USB-C to 6-pin for the 750 watt PSU type thing. Yeah, so the way I'm gonna make it is gonna be it's gonna be a step up relay, basically, right? To 28 volts, and you're gonna be able to use ATX power supply or server power supply. I didn't even bring that cable here with me, but we just have one little hiccup. I'm gonna have to like break apart the thing. Canon's working with me directly, so they're completely aware. I'm gonna do a video. I actually got a Canon Nano 3 at Mining Disrupt, so I'm working with the team. So that's like, it's really cool, man. It's just like just did a lot of networking this year. I guess my name got out a little bit more, and that's awesome, right? You know, because I was at Mining Disrupt the year before, but yeah, so working with Canon, seeing what's going on with Gold Shell as well. And then we have the BitAxe, right? So I'm gonna turn it off. It's working right now. It's basically, that's the whole thing. You see, like, no one's gonna have a BitAxe that's gonna be on a server power supply. No one. Because I'm the veteran miner and I made this special cable to make it happen. The BitAxe is run on 5 volts. I don't want to get anyone like bored or whatever, so I'm going to get really technical because that's just my thing. I'm a technical guy. It's a technical channel when we actually, you know, we're not talking about cars and some other stuff. Now we're talking about technical cables, right?
Do people run more than one of these sometimes?
Yeah, well, that's the whole thing. So you have a lot of customers that'll just purchase like 2 of them, right? Hey, I want 2 of them because they're not very, like, too expensive, really, to say, hey, I want to buy this, put it on the lottery and hope and, you know, throw it up and see if it sticks. You know what I mean? That's what these things are made for. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I mean, I guess that's good because you can connect. How many watts do they use? Like,
oh my God, they're Jesus, like 5 amps at like 15 watts. Hold on.
That's what, 75 watts. So I mean, you could
5
so you
volts.
could
I'm
put a
sorry,
ton of
5
these.
volts. No. 5 volts at Actually, I'm gonna pull it up right now because it's live right now. So let me just I'll tell you right now. The Axe OS dashboard right now. We're at 5 volts. We're at like let's just say 11.9 volts. 11.9 volts.
Yeah.
Let's just say 12 volts. Forget about it. You're at 12 volts. I'm sorry, 12 watts. Mike, do the math. You could do a shit ton. 12 watts. Bless you. So, yeah, 12 watts. Let me just read some of these things here. Love to see the cable, Nano 3, USB-C 6-pin, 750 watts. Crypto Bedell. I was just wondering to ask you. Offer a better cable and power supply for the Canon Nano 3. Yeah, so those power supplies get really, really hot because it's AC to DC, number one. So there's a conversion in these laptop charger power bricks, right? So they're going to get hot as shit. I mean, this thing is warm right now. The little conversion I did, I'll show you guys like close up or whatever, but it's just an alternative, like if you have a server power supply, right? Or an ATX power supply, this has to do with crypto stuff, right? Not everybody wants to take the block thing. Here, hold on one second. So you get these. Let's say you got like 3 or 4 of these, you know what I mean? Now you can use outlets for this thing. So it's not that they're doing anything wrong. You know what I mean? It's just that I'm providing another solution for another cable for depending on, like, if somebody just has one of these, what the hell do you need to buy a cable for? You don't need it.
Yeah.
But like 2+, I mean, who knows? Maybe they just say, hey, you know what? I'll just use this. Or I have some Caspa mini ASICs or some mini Doges that are already plugged in, or whatever the case may be that you're mining right now, right? And you could utilize a couple other ports that you have something running already, Yeah. It's just a use case, right? And it all depends on the customer. That's really, the bottom line. BitAxe and everything else. It's an open source project. So a lot of companies going to be selling them, and a lot of people have them. A lot of YouTubers have multiple, and they're like, man, we're going to have to get a whole, slew of things. So anyway, to make a long story short, I was able to convert it over. I'll shut it off in a couple of minutes after I explain a couple other things that I'm working on. And it's pretty cool. It's just that the companies, they're like, yeah, that sounds really good. So like that company, that's Altair Tech, right? Altair Tech sells this BitAxe right here. And I'm probably going to do a conversion for the APW3. He wants to sell my cables with an APW3.
Yeah.
An all-in-one solution. This cable is for a server power supply. There's 2 of them right there, So I'm just like on a marketing standpoint, I would say that, if a customer probably want 2 of them and maybe just purchase 2 cables or something like that, if they already have the power supply, right? Then you have other customers that they didn't buy anything else. They just bought a BitAxes. They'd be like, I want 5 of these freaking things. You know what I mean? And I'm going to hit the lottery one day, So now you have, instead of 1 out of 1,350,242, you're 1,351,000.
Yeah,
242. Yeah. Anyway, but I mean, it's a lottery thing. And they look cool too. Whatever,
Yeah. I think they're cool, like little, like a lot of people have like desk toys, right? You know what I mean? And some of them use wattage and stuff. Like, it looks cool. It's not like you're like loading up a garage, like a 240 volt PDU for 5,000 watts of these things. You know what I mean? But
I get it.
I think they're really cool gifts, and they're really cool things for like your desk and stuff. And if you hit a block, great. You know what I mean? Like it's cool, but it's also like it's a conversation piece. You know what I mean? It's like Grogu. I wish Grogu would mine, but he doesn't. But
he has the power. He doesn't have to mine.
Yeah. But yeah, it's just little gadgets. I always thought they were really, really neat. The USB things, I see a lot of people have like these massive USB hubs. I don't know if I would really do that, in my opinion. I mean, they're still pretty cool, but I like those. I like the BitAxes and the Mars rovers, landers. Like, they just look neat. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like I think it's a really cool product. Like, I like it. But
the Nano 3s are having some issues too with like ventilation and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So those Canon Nano 3s. But if you just take like the little magnetic screen, they're made pretty cool. But you take that magnetic screen out, you have instant like airflow too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm sure there's probably you do like probably could do like heat sinks or something. I think on like the little IC chips and stuff like that. I'm gonna be working with a couple of companies. Ice River, we'll talk about that another time. Still getting some information with them. I'm going to be doing a lot of videos, so I'm going to have some videos out now, actually. So that's really cool. So I'm going to try to like space them out because I'm working with so many companies now. So every time I do something, you know what I mean, for a use case, I'll show everybody, and you know we'll go from there. It's just okay. You guys could take this with a grain of salt. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna. All I'm saying is I talk to the guys at local. Well, no. I talk to the guys at Local Tech. Okay. They're doing the FPGA, right? Everybody knows this. They had the little board. Certain YouTubers were able to see that it worked and everything else, right? There's a redundancy thing that they made on their FPGAs, right? I'm going to be making cables. Last time that we talked, I'm going to be making the redundancy cables for these FPGAs when they come out. So if, let's just say, one 8-pin decides to take a crap, it's still powered up because I'm going to just make the, daisy chain. It's nothing big or whatever, but I'm just like, this is the little use case that companies really want, like a quality over quantity, right?
Yeah.
Local Tech is doing it themselves. As well as, brains, they're making it. It's not a China-made product, There's nothing wrong with that if you get the right source and you do the right thing, because obviously we're all ASICs made. They're made in China. So
what? That's crazy.
But so you put that in perspective, right? You don't.
Yeah.
It's just that it's just like my business pairing up and doing all these things with all these companies. It's just it's just showing that basically, I'm able to provide solutions. They could get 100%. Somebody. They could get somebody to make the cables and everything like that. But I'm in the space. I know what I'm doing. I understand it. I understand exactly what they're doing. So it just works. So I'm pairing off with a lot of companies at the same time, and we'll just see how it goes. Right, day by day. I work really, really hard to get where I'm at right now. And I'm just grateful for the community and where I'm at. To even like have this live show. I mean. I never even thought we were going to have this live show ever. I never even thought about it. And just me and you just brainstorming. And then look at where we are now, Yeah. It's over a year now, right, Mike? Holy crap.
I don't know. I think I aged like 8 years.
It's like a year and a half or something. Live. We've been live for a minute, dude. So.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it's, and that's kind of what the show was, or it still is kind of more geared towards like the business side of stuff. And it's great that you're not just meeting, but like I think you mentioned like a really good point. Like you're very solution orientated, and you can go and look at a company and a model and a product and know how you can make it better in ways that the people that are doing it, like the Mars Lander, or not the Mars Lander, the BitX, right, and know how to make it better, right? And like all these companies need that kind of expertise because the weak point in a lot of these are always the wires, or not the weak point, but the accessibility for some people to use them comes down to the wires and everything like that. And it's not just that. I know you're working on like other stuff too with them, but I think you made a good point. You know what I mean? Is you could find the solutions with these things and offer the solutions, and be a great partner, like with all these companies.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like I have the knowledge, I understand the space, and like these things, they're open source. I'm pretty sure that basically I could put a lot together. I mean, I worked, my background, like you guys know, and we have new people watching all the time, and it's fantastic. Hit that like button too. You know what I mean? We can use that. But anyway, why not? But I work for Audiovox Corporation. I worked in the engineering department. So it was on small electronics, small components, right? So for vehicles, and you have to integrate resistors, transistors, whatever the case may be, to make sure that you don't blow the car up, so you can use the door locks with the remote and everything else. You know what I mean? So it's just like, that's what I did a lot of my life. So that's what I specialized in electronics like that. So this stuff here is like, I love this. This is my lane. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
100%.
Yeah, so there's a lot of these companies I'm working with doing things, and like Coastal Crypto, they have they got a color now. We'll be talking about Coastal Crypto soon. They have an Ultra. I think an Ultra coming my way. So we'll talk about that too in a later date. So it's like I'm working with so many companies, right?
Yeah.
And I feel just above and beyond grateful that I could provide services. And it's just like I said, it's just a use case, right? I'm able to provide different solutions for the mining community. I mean, shit, I was like, if I had like 3 or 4 of these things, I wouldn't want to freaking plug in a power brick. I think it'd just be a pain in the ass, right? As crypto miners and everything like that, we have these units like that thing in the back right now. We have server power supplies. We have ATX power supplies right now. A lot of people aren't GPU mining. They have freaking ATX power supplies, Yeah. So it's just like, we already have like, equipment that we can utilize if we're doing certain things like this. You know what I mean? Like that BitAxe. But let me show you this cable really quick. I'm going to shut this off. And let's see. Let me see. All right.
You were just about to hit a block right after you turned that off.
I didn't even think about that. Man, fuck you guys. I ain't showing anything. I need to make it big. Just kidding. Anyway, so maybe I wasn't, but all right. But yeah, so this is the BitAxe by Altair Tech. That's pretty cool, right? You guys seen them before. Yeah, I won this thing at it's rigged. Everyone's gonna say it's rigged. Over at the at Mighty Disrupt in the Terra booth. Yeah. He was like, "Hey Dave, you won this." Walk, and I was like, "No shit." I was like, "Good." And I'll be honest with you, because I was like, I'm working on so many projects, Mike. Like, kudos to the community, right? You're welcome that I won this thing, even if it was rigged or not. Who knows? I can't fucking say anything. I mean, it is what it is. Look at what I found. I created a solution for you guys. Tell me I'm not looking out for you, right? So, anyway, check this out, guys. So I'm just gonna ravel this up here real quick because it's too big, and I'll explain it to you. What are we gonna do this? Hawks, they totally rigged. So hold on. Let me let's make this bigger. Yeah, get rid of my mug. All right. So I made this cable specifically that you could put an ATX power supply. You see the ATX power supply right there where it says TVM on the top here. This is a male end. Man, I got to educate you guys. This is a male end. It's a male extension. Male. You know why? Because it's male pins. I'm going to do a whole video on this shit because like I keep on saying it or whatever, and it's just like I understand. It's opposite. Even though this looks like a female that you put something in it. You know what I mean? Right? It's not. The pins are male. It's called a male extension cable. It's a male pin. You guys learned something today. You're welcome. So then, and then on this one here, that's the female. A lot of people say it's a male. I understand it. It has right there. It's got the little pin right there, but it's actually a freaking female connector. It's opposite on PCIe cables. It's annoying. I know, but this is all free advice over here. You're going to learn today. So anyway, so I made this here. So that's your solution right here. So you can use the ATX power supply or a server power supply. That's number one. Then I put a converter in here. Really nice. Check that out. That converter, it gets hot, man. When I'm telling you it gets hot, guys. So this converts 12 volts to 5 volts, step down. And then, of course, we have the barrel connections. Check out those barrel connections. So we got a nice little orange going on over here.
That looks nice, yeah.
So
what that thing requires 2 barrel connections?
No. So no. This is for like 2 of them. You could just do 2 of them.
Oh, okay.
This is the first prototype and everything like that. So
gotcha.
Scott Jeffrey, yes, you did. You came here to learn today. We're learning. We're learning together. I'm still learning.
Dave's talking about cable pronouns now.
Yeah. Oh my god. Anyway, Oh man. Anyway, so we're good. Anyway, so this is a solution. So check this out. So I'm the first guy in America that made this cable. Once again, you're welcome for the barrel cables for all those KS zeros and ultras, and who knows, you're gonna have like ultra plus or some shit in the next one that comes out. I don't know, man, but there's a lot of cables that are coming out. Anyway, really good idea, but we're gonna do an APW3. We're gonna convert the APW3 into make 10 or 20 barrels. So that's gonna be for yeah, China won't copy this. They haven't copied my barrel connectors. Not gonna copy these, and I'll tell you why. Reason why China is not gonna copy these things because they don't understand the use case for what I'm doing. You know, there's no way. And if they do, you'll know that I made it and China made it, and make a decision. If it works, try it. I don't mind work. You know what I mean? So it's just like, how much did you save if it doesn't work anymore? Remember that. Downtime is key. What do we got? What we got? I know we got a lot of. Well, I can't even say half of the shits in the chat right now. They're going wild. They're going crazy, Mike. But yeah. So that's a certain amount of things that I've been working on and doing orders and everything else. So I'm very, very grateful that I'm doing all of this stuff and just moving forward with the company, right? You know, sometimes you're like, you know, gotta reassess everything. So
yeah, no, that's awesome.
Oh, but I have to give Geek of All Trades. Listen, I'm gonna tell you, I got pretty pissed off. I was trying to get this thing to work. Man, there's so many freaking pools. I tried like 3 pools. Third one worked to get this to work. So let me know in the comments. What pools are you using for these things? I know you guys in there have them. Yeah. A lot of people have these. But I'm just curious.
Crypto saying he has 2 bit axes and 2 nano 2S's. Looking to get more nanos. If I could run them all off one server PSU, I'd be in love.
See, that's right. Just right there. It's a solution, and that's what I'm trying to work on right now. Crypto Bedell. So stay tuned, man. Yusuf, best cables, bro. He has CK pool. CG pool? What? Can't remember. Jesus Christ, Hawk. He's gonna say ABC pool next. Anyway, what do I have? SSL. Yeah, what my pool? What pool? My pool, right? I don't have a pool. Don't even. I was like, Veteran said he had a pool. BT's C.Z solo pool. That's what I'm using. This guy, Jericho, fucking Mike. Yeah. That's the pool I'm using, guys. For that. So. Yeah, CK pool for my bit axes. For the Nano 3s. Yep. Okay. I just wish they did change the connection because USB-C, to be honest with you, dude, it's AIDS. It's no bueno, bro. No bueno at all. But, you know, I'll make it happen. I'll make it work at the end of the day. So, with that being said, that is what's going on at the Veteran Miners headquarters for now. Yeah. So, good things are happening. So, Mike, you have anything to say?
No, it's just awesome. You got a lot of cool stuff. I know we talk often, so it's always exciting hearing it and
love it.
Working with all these companies too. I mean, like these are just full custom cables, and there's a use case for all of it. You know what I mean? And that's really where, you know, looking at it from a business standpoint, you have a solution to people's problems. You know, like Crypto Bedell mentioned in the chat. You know, he's looking for stuff like this. So that's just what's amazing about what, you know, you're doing. It's not like you got to, you know, go to a website and do a drop down menu and you have this choice or this choice because it's mass produced over in China. It's like per use case you can make these cables, you know, and that's not just valuable, but it's just great to have. So I know Terra has had custom cables made by you for our unique AI solutions, and you know, we would not be able to do the builds that we've done at Terra without a lot of your cables. You know what I mean? So It's and I, you know, anytime we do something new and everything like that, it's we always know that we can come knocking and be like, hey Dave, you think you could overnight something over to us real quick?
Yeah.
But I did want to mention, I don't really have anything on the GPURisers end. We are actually now sold out of R8s. I have to keep
congratulations.
a couple. Yeah, Terra has a lot of them. You know, we're using them as rentals and stuff like that. But I've been having to like part out a lot of them to do like replacement RMA stuff. So
Okay.
I have some left, but I have decided to kind of close sales on them and stuff like that to make sure I have enough to, you know, do RMAs for at least a year. I think Octo does like a warranty from the year that's the sticker, but GPURisers does a year of purchase. So I want to make sure I have, you know, enough. So that's that. On Terra's front, though, I do have something to share. If
okay,
I want to leak a little bit of
all right, let's leak it.
Stuff.
You ready?
So it's yeah, I'll talk about it real quick. We have and again, this what I'm showing is like it's probably not even beta, it's more like alpha. But
unleash GPU power.
Yeah, this website is like there's a lot of placeholders on this website.
Okay.
So this is not I know Mike is screaming in the chat. It's
yelling.
It's not finished. This needs to get polished up. A lot of this is going to change. You know, you'll be able to pause the moving background if we even have that. But this is kind of the first view of Terra Compute, which is going to be a very large project. You know what I mean? And what's really cool about this is you can go to our website and rent the compute right here. So that's something that we wanted to start with, right? Like we wanted to be like B2C, like business to customer right away. We don't like we don't want to just load up our rigs on Vast and be like, oh, look up my machine ID and rent my machine. You know what I mean? Like we wanted to work with clients direct. And that's kind of what this is. So like, you know, Mike said, this is a very early version of it, but it gets the idea across, right?
Okay.
And so these are currently some of the models that we have. So, you know, if you click here and click connect, it'll bring you, I think it's still showing here. But it shows you know, you could choose the infrastructure that you want. You know, if you want a 4090, you could choose how many 4090s you want. You could choose how much RAM you want, how many virtual cores, how much NVMe, and it adds it you know, increases the price per, you know, whatever you're getting. You know what I mean? So you could choose you know, between different machines. Again, this is whoops, what did I click? This is very early on. But you can also choose an operating system where it'll spin it up with the operating system. I'm not logged in or anything right now, but you can have your balance on here, deposit funds, and you can deploy straight through Terra. You know, and choose your GPU, what you want. We don't have any L40Ss that are available. We have no 6000 ADAs that are available. But like I said, as some people hop off of them, they do become available. So this updates in real time and everything like that. So we are super, super excited with this. And like I said, this is cool. Just like, this is very preliminary, right? Like a lot of this is going to change, but the basics are there where you'll be able to rent compute. And I really like this idea too, because like, I know we've talked about like GPU mining and stuff, and I'm currently not GPU mining anything. And it comes down to a lot of like I don't have time or honestly space right here to like put a mining rig. I might do like, I have a proof of useful work one here, like in the corner, which I'll probably be mining on and doing random stuff. But I think what's really cool about this is as coins come up and everything like that, you can just rent these virtual machines. Like, and people do this on Fast too, right? It's like, this isn't like some new revolutionary thing, but this is for Terra being able to connect directly. It is, but you'll be able to rent like a 4090 or 8 4090s or, whatever CPU, however many cores you want to CPU mine and everything like that. But you can rent it and try out mining a coin, get a little bit of a bag of this, and yeah, you're going to be paying an hourly rate that's high, but you don't have to invest in the equipment. You know what I mean? Like to get these little bags. And if you want to mine for 2 days, you mine for 2 days. If you want to mine for 2 hours, you mine for 2 hours. You know what I mean? And you can just load up the mining software and do it and hop off. And you're not dealing with the heat. You're not dealing with, all the fixed costs associated with mining rigs. You know what I mean? So I think we're very excited about it. So it's
when are you deploying the infrastructure? When is it going to be available to the community?
We don't have a date for it right now.
I want a date now, Mike.
So, but this is all of our equipment too. Like, this is not like, like a lot of these, I'm familiar with it with like the Flux nodes, right? Like a lot of these companies that sell Flux nodes, they're just renting from Hetzner and AWS, splicing the VMs up and selling you a spliced up VM from AWS, like a centralized place. What's very different about this is that this is all of our hardware. Like these 4090s and L40Ss and ADAs, and these are the when I say I'm in Melbourne, these are the ones that I'm like slamming against my head because they're driving me insane. Like these are the ones that are actually there. This is only our equipment. You know what I mean? It's not a marketplace for now, but it's all of our equipment, and that's something we're really excited about. So it's
that's really cool.
But I'll catch up in the chat real quick.
I just found this out.
Can't wait to meet you at BTC Nashville. Yeah, Crypto Bedell, the whole team's going to be there. I'll be there too. It'll be exciting.
Well, I can't believe you didn't leak this to me. I mean, Mike keeps secrets, man. I didn't know this, guys. I didn't know shit.
But
I mean, we're all finding all this out. That's nice, though. That's really cool.
Yusuf puts, so I can rent a rig. Wow. Yeah, exactly. And like I said, it'll be cheaper to mine on a rig that you have at your house rather than paying hourly, but you have that upfront cost. You know what I mean? And like, it's in my opinion right now, it's not like the Ethereum days where you're like, okay, I'm just going to mine ETH on it and let it sit. Like you're always kind of like switching to different projects. And I'll just keep emphasizing that point because that's where I kind of really connected with it, is like mining might be profitable for a week, right? And a new coin that you want to get a bag of or whatever, you can go straight to us. You can rent our equipment. Again, this is not reselling anything. These are our 4090s. There's like I said, the team that's going to Melbourne, we're screaming at these things all the time, trying to get them to work. But like something might be profitable for a week, right? And if it's not profitable and you turn off your equipment, then you just have your mining rig sitting there depreciating. And newer cards are coming out and everything like that, right? So and then you turn it on when something does. Whereas if you're just renting the compute, then you're not really eating into that cost. And like I said, this isn't for like people that have been mining forever that want to have the infrastructure in their house and everything like that. This is more for people, I think, to get in for. It's a lot easier to be like, you know what, I want to mess around. Like we mentioned the nice hash thing, right. Getting into crypto and stuff like that. Being able to deploy a machine, a VM with different cards that do different things, like it'll get your feet wet with it. And for $20, you could try it out for like a couple days, or depending on what your setup that you're renting. But you could try it out for a couple days. And if it's working well for you and you're getting interested, that's when you can kind of make the investment in buying the hardware yourself. So you're not paying the overhead of the rental rates. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's super. We're super excited about it. A lot of work has been going into Terra Compute. That's our new division that we started this past quarter, and it has been growing a lot. And we have a lot of exciting stuff to show. But let's see.
I like it. Leaky Mike. Take it away, brother.
Retro Mike, GPURisers, are you guys doing contracts for rentals with data security clauses? We do a very specific security-based compute and stick to AWS because of the ironclad contract they offer us on security. Retro Mike, right now, honestly, that's not on our radar. We are not going to be like a full-fledged data center for now. Like we're just trying to do the baby steps. We're trying to build the foundation of what we want, and then we can offer things in that arena. That is a very that's gonna just we're gonna have to hire on a lot of people for stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like for the actual data center level stuff. So this is more so going to be like for people that want to rent it just to train language models or to mine crypto or, you know, things of that nature. Or you can honestly go in here and not even rent a GPU. You'll be able to rent just virtual cores if you want to, you know, have just a wallet, you know, like a private VM and stuff like that for your hardware wallets, or sorry, software wallets. But right now that is something that we want to do for sure. But we're trying to just get this first part started, right? This is what we're most familiar with and most comfortable with. And then the security end of it, you know, like these aren't going to be storing like HIPAA documents and stuff like that. You know, we're not going to, it's not meant for that. And like I said, this is very preliminary. There's going to be a lot of disclaimers on this kind of stuff. But yeah, definitely something we're looking at. So, but yeah, this is the website, and we're, you know, very, very excited with it. Like I said, this is a lot of this stuff is kind of just filled in right now just to have space filled. A lot of AI pictures that will be replaced. A lot of disclaimers, retro mic and stuff like that that'll be on here, data retention policies and everything like that. But I did want to share a little bit about, you know, what we're doing, you know, because I know we talk a lot about it and you guys see a lot of the, you know, the crypto side of it and stuff like that. But we're, especially with what we're doing in Missouri, we want our company is just it's has a lot of different, you know, areas of you know, like Terra Compute, for instance. We have that, we have Terra Hash, we have Terra Hosting, and then there's going to be a couple more things that branch out from those and everything like that. But you guys will be hearing more with Terra Compute. The Flux nodes and stuff like that will be migrating over to Terra Compute. You know, and anything data center related will be over here. But super excited for that, and we'll be able to do like, you know, giveaways as well, where, you know, for instance, instead of giving away, you know, a Terra mug or a BitAxe or, you know, whatever, Terra will be able to like give away, you know, credits on the website. You can mine with it, you could do whatever you want with it, you know, and have VMs and time and stuff like that. So instead of, you know, I know a lot of people did, I always thought it was a really cool thing too. I did a couple of them where it was like a hash rate giveaway, you know, and like, oh, we'll mine for this long. And, you know, Terra will be able to do giveaways like that too. And we're excited for that, where, you know, oh, we're giving away, you know, an 8-card 4090 rig with epics. You know, you have 5 days with it, have fun. You know what I mean? And, you know, you can mine whatever you want and do everything and get more comfortable with it, because I see a lot of people getting into mining through rentals like this. I really do. I think it'll get them comfortable with it.
Yeah, there's very low risk, right?
Yeah.
So you're just spending a little money out of your pocket. You didn't have to buy this type of, you know, compute power that would just cost an arm and a leg. So at the end of the day, it's cool stuff. Yeah,
because a lot of people will, you know.
Mike, hold on one second, because we had our special guest is just arrived. So we're gonna give a warm welcome to the one and only
Mr. Brandon Coin.
Mr. Brandon.
Hey,
Coin.
what's up, guys? Sorry, better late than never. I know you started a minute ago.
No, it's fine.
Yeah,
we're just gonna say a little bit of stuff or whatever. Like, Brandon and I are gonna be working together too, doing some things. But go ahead, Mike. I wanted to let Brandon in. You know, we have a YouTube star in here, so we're moving up, dude. Mike, you and I.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
Get celebrity appearances. Thank you, Brandon, for joining us.
Seriously.
Everyone told me, Brandon, that you're like the nicest dude in the world, and I'm kind of jealous that they all got to meet you in Miami, and I wasn't there.
I keep on saying, I was like, when I talk to Mike, Brandon, like I'm talking to Mike on the phone, and just randomly, I'm like, oh yeah, Brandon gonna be. I was like, bro, Brandon's the nicest dude in the world. Like complete opposite of like Hawk crypto mining. Like Brandon's the nicest dude in the world, and Hawk is just like, I just want to fucking wring his neck like half of the time. But I love him like a brother. It is what it is. Mike and I go back and forth or whatever. But I mean, it's just like, man. And then we'd have like so many like common interests too. Like we were just talking and stuff like that. And it's just like, holy shit, you did that. I did that too. So yeah. Anyway, yeah, fucking bromance and shit, you know? And then like, I'm pretty close to him too. So we're gonna be hanging out. Probably gonna do some videos or something.
Are you gonna be in Nashville, Brandon?
I'm not. I already had a family trip, so I wanted to go. But are you gonna be there this thing?
Yeah. Well, we'll catch it on the next one. So.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. What is the next one? What's the next event after that?
Probably mining disrupt again. I don't know.
There's got to be something before that, but
I would imagine so.
It has to be.
Yeah, that's what we were kind of talking about. Maybe like I think someone just kind of needs to pull the trigger on it, but something like just for like the YouTubers in the community where we could just rent like a big cabin or something. I don't know. I know we're all getting older, but that does sound like a lot of fun.
Camping.
Like
I want to go camping again, dude.
Yeah, I don't know about camping, Dave, but actually you go glamping, so maybe I'll go with you. Yeah,
I go glamping. Yeah. Right? Brandon does too. He goes glamping, bro. Like,
yeah. Where you bring the house with you, right?
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
I can't wait. That'll be good.
But yeah, why don't you guys talk? Or Dave, you said you're doing something with Brandon. With
Brandon has like the idea of like what we want to put everything together, and he can explain it a lot better than I can. Whatever he wants to say, too. You know.
So which idea are we referring to?
Jesus Christ, that's right.
We've gone over a couple of them.
Oh my God. We're probably gonna do them all too, but I think the one with the cable thing, the cable and pairing and all-in-one solution.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah. So right now I already have like a motherboard, CPU, and RAM kind of combo kit, but and also with a CPU cooler. But I wanted to expand that to include power supply bracket, so we can use a server power supply in an ATX, like a full ATX case, so it would match up and adapt that. And then the Veteran Miner was going to potentially be working some magic on some power supplies, because he showed me what he could do back in the day. And then also a nice cable kit that would be able to withstand, hold on, sorry, my browser was going crazy, but a nice cable kit that would be able to withstand like high power draw cards like 4090s and stuff that are going to be used on these mainly Xeon based platforms, so compute based, like a starter compute kit almost.
Yes.
Nice.
So like an all-in-one shop, and I'll have some components, and Brandon, we're close enough that we can make anything happen, like fast. So, and then check this out. They're gonna do one more thing here, Mike. I'm gonna take the background out really quick. Let's get a little bit bigger, and then I'm just gonna put this on here. So check out this cable. That's what I was waiting for. Look at this one. So this is just like that teal cable. It's power cord, right? But look at that color. So this is going to be for Brandon Coin. So, and then probably some cables that we're going to be doing and everything else. We're going to be using that. So that's called, what did I say it was called? It was like
something
blue carbon fiber look. So it's like a blue, and then you have the black and the white, and so that's pretty sick. So,
and just for reference, that's the one that works with the barrel jack adapter.
Barrel jack, yeah, barrel jack for the KS0 Ultras or KS0s or anything like that. This will also work with the bit axe. I can make them that color for like these bit axes and everything else too. Oh, you didn't see that? I
haven't seen that yet.
Yeah, I'll explain that. I already showed it to everybody, but I'll explain to you that basically I'm working with Altair Tech, and we're going to be, I came up with a solution to, now a bit axe can work on a server power supply. Check that shit out.
Oh, heck yeah. That's sweet. The server power supplies are just nice for scaling. So,
anything, or ATX. So like I had the use case on here is for server and ATX power supplies, and I did a step down because these things are 5 volts. So yeah, it's there's a lot of things that I love to dabble into because it's just my wheelhouse. So yeah, I'm excited to be working with Brandon as well, more than anything, because we're local, and just like I worked with Vistang, Mike and I worked and became friends, and Brandon and I became friends, and just like it's a good community, right? Sometimes you got those little bad apples you got to kick out and say see you later. You know what I mean? But
Absolutely. Are we gonna get any of those custom server power supplies? The Veteran Miner server power supplies?
Oh yeah, so I'm probably gonna start wrapping some server power supplies. We're probably gonna have some pretty cool colors
Some
coming
RGB
soon.
and stuff.
I think we're gonna have some LED lights in them too.
Yeah,
Coming
that'll
soon,
be-
guys. I'm just letting you guys know that like these are things that I have done in the past. Okay, so it's just like it's second nature to me. But yeah, I'll be taking those things apart. I'm gonna do a little video and show you guys what I'm doing and everything else. It's gonna be pretty freaking cool. There's also another use case with these barrel connections too for like the bit-axe. I can actually put 12-volt USB connections, and I can make like USB to just barrel connections too. Sky's the limit as long as it makes sense what I can do. That's the bottom line, guys. I'm talking to the chat and everything else. Like, if it makes sense and I know that we're not going to have a problem, I will make it. But it has to make sense. It has to be a good use case.
I mean, yeah, putting LEDs and lights and wrapping power supplies.
RGB.
Obviously, that
you had me on RGB.
that-
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it increases hash rate. Everybody knows that.
Yeah.
Of course. I get at least another giga hash when I'm using those KS0s with the fucking RGB fans, and they're blue. Forget about it. You guys don't know. You guys are sleeping.
Where would
on
you
this
put the
stuff.
lights on it, Dave? I'm curious.
Oh, okay. Let's shut this off because then I'm gonna miss another fucking block because you want to see it now, Mike. So hold on one second. I'll shut it off and show you guys.
Actually, Vistang, he's been holding out on you. He's already been doing this in the past. He already had custom server power supplies.
Yeah. Oh, for the RC cars and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you put LEDs in those, Dave? Yeah.
Yeah, I actually have. I have pictures. I should have. You know what I should have done? I should have. Man, shit. I'm gonna take the pictures out. We'll do another live show or something like that. I'm gonna take the pictures out and show them. Didn't I send them to you, Brandon?
You probably did. Let me see. Nah, I think we're on FaceTime, so I don't think I have them. Maybe.
I thought it was like on I sent it to Mike too on like text messages and shit.
You haven't
The
texted
photos
me
of
today.
it?
Yeah, like so I wrap this whole thing. I take this thing apart. I take the whole server power supply apart, guys, and then basically, I have one that's wrapped still. Actually, there you go. Oh, just come on.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Do you see so that's a 5-volt charger. Is there a charger on the side? It's not Justin, son of a bitch.
My camera's garbage. Hey, this is a carbon fiber wrap, but the camera can't pick
It's almost
it up.
there. A little bit back. There we go.
My
Oh, your
screen-
phone went. Yeah. But you guys get the gist of it. It's pretty cool stuff. But you can see there, like basically, it's the front, right here. That's the LEDs inside in here, and just lights up. And I just wrap this whole freaking thing up, man. It's just like it's so cool. And then basically, I would solder points on here, and then put a resistor in line here to turn it on. It's just like, I don't know. I love this kind of stuff. So yeah. Oh, here's it.
That's pretty cool. Making a server PSU look cool. You know what I mean? They're always like these little silver bars that are,
Brandon, look.
sitting there.
Check it out. So you see there? So you could use ATX power supply, server power supply. That's one end. Here's the conversion kit from 12 to 5 volts. And here's the barrel connection. So this is for 2 units right here. 2-bit axis.
Oh, so the magic happens right there in the middle.
Right there. Beep, beep. Right there. 12 to 5 volts right there.
That's nice because I really want to get. So I kind of, went to Mining Disrupt and listened to all these Caspa people, and now I want to buy like 42 KS0 Ultras and stack them all up and stuff, But at least I want to do like 4 and to run them off of one single power supply with a barrel jack to 6-pin or PCIe adapter. Just makes it so much nicer than having a bunch of laptop bricks everywhere about to explode.
Well, another thing too was I have customers that basically started melting their things because they were overclocking. They weren't used. Someone used my cables, but my cables they're not meant for overclocking. It just gets too hot. So I actually created a 6-pin PCIe on the KS0. I did a video on that. So there's actually a 6-pin that I soldered. It's a pain in the ass. I desoldered that stupid barrel connector and put a 6-pin on in the,
Yeah,
the
somebody told me about
KS0.
that. You did it on the actual unit side, and you took
Yeah.
the barrel jack off, right?
Yeah, it was sick. It's just, these are fun things I like to do. It's just like just experiences, Let me see the chat over here. Making dolls makes sense. Veteran Miner, RGB adds hash rate. Yeah, that is absolutely correct. Imagine how many hash you can get out of a TV and power supply. Shit, with RGB, sky's the limit, fellas. I'm not going to let you know. You're just going to have to buy one. Going to have to put a premium on that. Remember that, Brandon. Got to put a premium on it. You got RGB.
Could you just build a bit axe into the power supply?
Yeah, that's what you need.
Yeah, exactly. Then you just have a full C13 cable plugged in.
I'm just going to say that basically it is an open source project and there's nothing wrong because, they're using ASIC chips, right? They're using ASIC chips. There's nothing wrong with me dabbling in because I do so much reverse engineering just to make shit work. I don't think it'll hurt me to do a little bit of reverse engineering to see how the bit axes are made. And what if the Veteran Miner comes out with just maybe a bit axe or something? I don't know.
Do you think you could meter the PSUs, or is that way too difficult?
Nothing's difficult as long as you got the parts and the time.
Oh, like a little. I know some of the breakout boards will have like a voltage readout, but even
it's
just one of
easy to
those
do a
small
voltage
displays-
readout. That's easy.
Yeah.
That's simple.
Yeah, but like having like active wattage or like
Amperage.
wattage over time.
Yeah.
Yeah, voltage, amperage.
Amperage is
math.
just in line, so it's simple Ohm's law, right? Here we go. And we get all nerdy and
Simple
shit.
Ohm's law. I love when you
So,
say that.
It's just like it's simple Ohm's law that basically you could just put it in line. So whatever the draw that's coming out of the PSU, that's how those breakout boards work. It's just a simple, that's why they give you the amperage and everything like that. Why does it know the amperage? Is because it just has the readout and it's in series.
Yeah.
That's all. The voltage 1, 2, 3. Just put it on one side of the power and the ground. Forget about it. You're good to go.
Yeah.
What needs to happen here?
A
is
lot
we
of
need
things.
We need TVM breakout boards.
I know. We talked about this for Mike and I have talked about breakout
Is that
boards and everything
connector
else.
hard to get?
No, I could solder one together. I've actually soldered 6 pins, but it's just the time to make something.
Yeah,
It's just
then you
not
get
worth
into
it.
PCB manufacturing.
Yeah, and so like the board ideally has to be so many layers for them not to brown. This is the thing. Mike and I have talked about this.
Well, what about if you didn't? There was no breakout board. It was just the connector, and then wires come out of it.
Well, you could solder. You could solder them
Like
You know what I
Bitmain?
mean?
Yeah.
like Bitmain.
Yeah. Yeah. Hold on. Look, wait. This already exists.
I know. It literally like a clip, and then you just basically put. You know who has that? What is it? Rabid Mining. He has those.
Yeah.
It's just like it literally just is a board that plugs into the server power supply.
There
Oh,
it is.
Lord.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus.
But you make one that has the plug to go on the HPs, and then it just has the wires coming out of it, or the plug with a big huge connector, and then you can plug connectors into it. Modular.
Oh, we could do a 24 pin or something like that.
It gets rid of the whole breakout board. They can't brown if they're not there.
Yeah.
You know what? I never thought about that. Not like that. I don't have enough projects on my hands right now, but I mean, this is going to be quite fun, actually. Yeah. You know what? We'll come up with something. We have to get some servers. I need some server power supplies. I think I know a guy.
I have some extra ones. The ones I have though, like, have issues. So, or half of them do.
He's like, Dave, I have
There's a
some,
lot to
but
draw.
at your own risk.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
I got nothing but time, geek of all trades. My God, I should do like because Brandon, he does like his lives, and he's doing like more lives and what he does on a daily basis. People will be like, "What the hell?" They're like, "Dave, dude, you have no life." That's why my ass goes to sleep so early. I gotta take care of the dog, and it's just like I start turning into a pumpkin at 10 o'clock, bro. This is like crazy.
Give me 1 second. Hold on.
1 second. It's just crazy.
Second TL is asking Dave, what project that you're busy with that you're most excited for?
Most excited for? That's really, really hard because I'm not really most excited. I'm just so grateful in general. It sounds stupid, okay? But just Second TL knows how my personality is. It's just like I'm really, really excited to be working with everybody because I never thought this soon I would be able to do what I'm doing right now. That's all. You know, I literally started out, Mike, when you met me, I had, 3 cables on the website? Maybe?
I think it was pre-website.
Right? It was...
I think it was before you had a website.
If that, it was 3 cables. Right?
Yeah.
2 cables. I don't even... I think it was like 2 cables, Mike.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then when I launched, I think I launched with 2 cables. So, like... I don't know, man. I'm just grateful with everything. I'm excited to work with Brains. I'm excited to work, you know, with Altair Tech, right? I'm just so excited to offer solutions that there's actually a solution, right? There's actually a use case for my company. Let's just be honest, right? That's really what it amounts to, right? There's a use case for my company. I have a YouTube channel. My YouTube channel is doing very well. I made a lot of friends along the way, and it's just like everything's just moving in the right direction, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm really excited, just like everything in general. You know what I mean? Like, you know, look, we got a movie star over here, Brandon Coyne, right? I'm going to be working with him. He's so close to me. It's just like, you know, I could throw a rock at his house and be like, hey, what are you doing? Well, not really. I gotta have to go really, really fast to get to his house, but you know, he's close enough that we can hang out. You know what I mean? And take care of business. So, I don't know. Everything's moving. I'm excited with everything in general. You know.
Sorry about that. Had to go do daddy duty.
I hear you, man. I hear you.
It's storming pretty bad over here. Has it made it your way?
Not yet.
TVM? No. It's coming.
Yeah.
Yeah, it will be. Well, I mean, Mike, it looks like he's taking selfies every like 2-3 minutes. Watch his camera, dude. Freaking lightning's just coming out.
It's not raining, which is weird, but the weather's been weird this year, I feel. I don't know. Was it El Nino or La Nina or I don't know what it is. I'm not a meteorologist.
El Nino.
El Nino.
Yeah, it's like
El Nino gonna get you.
Yeah.
It's pounding here. What the F? El Nino dummy. Huh. Hawk. Too bad he can't just lose his Wi-Fi or something. I mean,
El Nino.
I mean, what just happened? But anyway, he's gonna call me. He's literally gonna call me. You know what? Let me put this on Viber just in case he calls me. Jesus Christ.
Well, I did have a question since I haven't talked to you much, Vistang.
Oh, nice.
What's coming up next on the pipeline for you? I'm curious.
For GPURisers?
Yes, for GPURisers specifically.
It's kind of just staying the same. I'm not doing any kind of new development. You know, through the last bull run, it was always kind of like getting a better riser, and it finally ended with like the 12 capacitor, which was like kind of a joke that what's going to be next, 50 capacitors and stuff like that. But it was actually because the 4,000 series cards I was anticipating were going to be huge, which they were. So kind of glad I went with that. But there's not really a reason for a new rendition of something. I could make it bigger. I could make you know, solid boards, kind of like the X8s have, you know what I mean? Riserless motherboards. I've looked into a lot with Dave, the breakout boards. I actually was about to pull the trigger on that. I had one designed and everything that had the 24 pins and Molex SATA. I had a bunch of like extra, you know, bells and whistles with it. But once the bear market kind of came and that mixed with a lot of people switching over to server cases, I kind of stopped allocating a whole lot of time to that. So now it's more of like geared towards just beginners. You know, a lot of my customers seem to be just people that are buying like the combo packages that I have that are like the open airframe, fans, risers, splitter cables. and stuff like that. So on that front, it's kind of staying the same. I was going to kind of teeter into the AI world, but I spend so much time with Terra full time that it's like, and also marketing to the AI guys is a lot different than marketing to the GPU miners. I know that you've been dabbling with salad and everything like that.
They're
Tossing
merging.
king salad, but yeah, it's
Tossing salad, bro, left and right.
They're so closely
their
related.
arugula.
You know what I mean? Like hardware wise, they're so closely related. And I was looking at and I almost pulled the trigger on that too, to get full lanes, risers that support full lanes.
That's kind of
and
that's
things of
kind of
that
what I
nature.
was wondering if anybody was looking in that, and it would be kind of your thing, because it would be so nice to have a full lane riser that didn't have a cord a mile long and a mile wide.
Yeah. There's not really a way to get around all the cords with it. I did have a sample made that was a full riser, but it's like those cords, but just like electrical tape together. Like it did not look pretty, and the cost is so high on these. That like you would have to sell each riser for probably around probably 225 to 250 each. Because it comes with a redriver, it comes with like all these things, and it's just so expensive.
It's like,
and then on my
stuff.
end as a company, it's like the cost on that is so expensive because the MOQs are like 1,000 units, So that mixed with Terra and everything like that is just for GPU risers, I've kind of just kept it where it is. It's there's no reason to make a better riser, so I'm keeping it at that. I think we have 4 different types. We have 4 capacitor, 8, 10, and 12, and we're switching to just 8 and 12 once the 10 and 4s are gone, and doing it like that. But really, it's for people just entering the market. Anyone that's doing this at scale usually will they get more, migrate into the server cases, which I did have a deal with Octominer. We did like the white labeled X8. We had the R8s for a while. We're no longer selling those, but that was a interesting ride doing that. But that's where I see a lot of people kind of went to. So nothing new on the GPU risers part, just really focused on Terra. It's been a lot with that end, but I will let you know if we do decide to dabble into the full lane risers, because I do get asked that a lot.
Yeah, I've been asked it a million times. What do I do? I have a board that has multiple slots and they can do full lanes, but you can't stick these huge cards right beside each other because it wasn't even a thought. A year, 2 years ago, that people would be trying to jam 4090s on like semi-consumer boards. It was, and now everybody's trying to do everything they can to save $1. But I was gonna ask, can you guys hear the rain in the background? Do I need to bow my mic out?
No,
I can't hear anything.
Well, I guess it's doing a really good job because it's absolutely pouring right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, it's coming down over here then, man. Oh, I hear a little bit now. That's nice though. It's very soothing.
That's loud. I wish I could take you guys live with me to show you outside. It's cats and dogs.
Oh.
So I don't know if you had we had a really like dry spell for like 2 weeks. It was like really dry. Like my grass started like completely dying, front yard, backyard, everything, right? And then all of a sudden I was just like, it'll come back, bro. It came back. It got a little water. Forget about it. Came back.
Yeah, it's been weird these last couple of weeks.
But yeah, so I would say what Brandon Coyne and myself, what we're gonna do and pair up, it's like baby steps, right, Mike? So we're gonna do, a little bit of the pairing up with the cables and some server power supplies, some cool stuff that basically, it's gonna keep everything going. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What is he doing? He's getting something.
I was looking for my headset. It's getting so loud I can't even hear you guys.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Damn, that mic is fucking working really good, bro. We don't hear shit.
Yeah, it's. Hold on.
He's like, hold on, it's pounding.
Hold Hold on 1 second.
But
But I know I always keep thinking about the full lane risers. I don't know. Something to think about, right?
it just has to be like, we talk about all this stuff, right? Business owners, everything like that. We're transparent. There needs to be a use case there needs to be a use case that would warrant a really good cable like that, right? We all know that. Like, we do quality. We don't, you know, as myself as a manufacturer, as you as a reseller on quality products, right? We don't sell something that's like just here you go with a name on it.
Yeah.
That's just not what we do.
Yeah. And it's also like the understanding of it, right? Like, I don't like selling products that I don't have like a firm understanding of what it is. You know what I mean? And a lot of the full lane risers are like that. Looks like, are we getting a sneak peek, Brandon, of
peek. He's on mute right
the
now.
weather?
We're gonna hear it. You gotta take it off of mute. Does he know he's on mute?
I don't know.
Let's see. Maybe. Mute. There we go.
Oh, there it is.
Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah. Jesus, dude.
Oh, what is it? Is that a Shelby, Brandon?
He's not gonna show it again?
Whoa. Wait.
Look at
Hill. All right, we got to have a conversation.
Yep, I told you.
We were just talking about Mustangs.
Look at this.
Look at those cases. Those look sick.
Nicest guy in the world. Totally opposite of all crypto mining. Love this guy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get back on the computer.
I saw a Shelby there, Brandon.
I shouldn't have kicked you off, so press the link again. And I kicked you out on the other one.
Mike is saying it's a Boss 302. It looked like a Shelby.
Mike, GPURisers has a question for you, Brandon.
Yeah, it's a 07 Shelby, and I had it in the garage down at my brother's place, and I drove it today because the battery in my truck was dead, and I didn't think it was gonna rain, and now it's absolutely pouring. So
Yeah,
it's dirty.
Nice.
You know,
Yeah.
It's been dry for 3 months now, and besides the monsoon, the day I take my car out of the garage.
Yeah, exactly. It's probably been pristine clean, and then you take it out, and another day for a wash.
Oh yeah, but I was trying to show how rainy it was, but I didn't have my good flashlight over there, and of course all y'all saw was darkness.
Yeah. No, that's sick. We were just talking about Mustangs for like 30 minutes, I think, earlier in the stream.
Mike was talking about his fast Mustang.
Oh, what'd you have?
Oh,
I
he
have
has.
a 22 Mach 1.
Oh, 22 Mach 1.
Yeah.
Man,
That's nice, though.
you can't hide money, can you?
Mm-mm.
No, I love them.
It's a company car. I use it for deliveries.
Right.
Yeah. Advertisement.
All right, pizza boy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's my delivery vehicle.
Yeah, put it in front of Mining Disrupt with the Cybertruck and a Mach 1.
Yeah.
Y'all could have it all lined up. It'd be like a car show out front.
Yeah. But yeah, I wish I could have gone to Mining Disrupt. Me and Frank were out in Missouri, and we were waiting for months to go to that. But
miss you at Mining Disrupt. Gonna miss you at Nashville.
Yeah.
Hey, well, look, I'll tell you what. If me and Dave ended up filling in, and I think we did end up filling in for you and Hawk not being able to go on that boat, it was rough. It was rough out there,
Mhm.
But
really?
me and Dave held it down for y'all.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's
Represent.
That boat ride That was a tough one. I'll
Yeah.
do it every year for you if you need me to.
Absolutely.
Yeah. How did you make out on poker there? Because I know Max was there really late. How'd you do?
I lasted maybe 15 minutes.
I last
Okay, well, they had an open bar, right? So you could just go there. Yeah.
So in the poker tournament, I was number 1, Mike. Remember, it doesn't matter if you finish or you lose. I was number 1. Like, I got up so fast, bro, that they usually mark your hand, right? An X.
Yeah.
And they didn't fucking mark my hand, bro. I could have just gone in and be like, yeah, I'm sitting down for the first time. They didn't mark my hand. But, I have integrity. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like everybody's confused. We're like, Dave, you did not play. Like, everybody looked at me because obviously I know how to play cards. Everybody knows that.
Yeah.
But the problem was, it's really funny. So it's a story, right? It's a card story, like a fish story, whatever. The guy didn't know how to play. He's probably not in the chat or anything like that. He didn't know how to play cards. So he thought he had a pair of aces. I have 2 pairs. I got aces and 9s, right? From the get-go. A 10 gets flopped over at the end. He just put all his money in. He didn't give a fuck. Like, I kept on raising or whatever. He's like, I got a pair of aces. I'm going all the way. Meanwhile, this guy had aces over 10s. I got aces and 8s the whole time. Aces and 9s the whole time. The whole fucking game. And he's like, he wins. He's baffled. I'm so pissed. But I just laugh. I'm so pissed. And he was like, wow, I won. Bro, I wanted to smack the shit out of him so bad. But I was like,
well,
but
now
I was
you know
number
how
1,
everyone
though.
else feels playing against you, Dave.
No,
That happens every time. You win on the river every time. Every single time.
I wasn't even trying to strong arm him. I just wanted this win. And I was like the first guy. I get up and I'm like, all right, I guess I'm drinking. But I was number 1.
Yeah.
I got out the first. Like, you can't, like, it's hard to do to be the first guy out. In a matter of not even the fucking, like, 5 minutes, Mike. I mean, we're on the boat for like 4 hours. I was out in 5 minutes.
Besides, like, the poker area, did they have, like, a bunch of other stuff going on? It was still fun? Like, even when you weren't playing? Like, it was still... yeah.
There was a lot of network. We did just some networking, and I met some new people and everything else. There was always a story to be told, right?
Yeah.
There's always like people have stories, and it's just it was very interesting. Brandon was there.
Yes. Well, look, it was a 1, 2, 3 story yacht, and they kept bringing you alcohol as much as you would take.
Open bar, bro.
And then food. It was amazing. I'm not even gonna play it down. This trip to Mining Disrupt and all the extracurricular activities that happened afterwards, and we didn't even get to go to everything. We didn't get to go to the Caspa thing.
That's right.
Apparently there was a block hash or something. It was another. They weren't a hosting company. Blockware. It was like a marketplace for selling ASICs. They had like a party and invited a bunch of people. We didn't get to go to that, but it now has been set a very high bar. And
for
so
like next year.
Yeah. Like, it was a super high bar. I had an amazing trip. I did not think it was going to be what it was, but also, I mean, it was the people that made the trip by far.
True.
Yeah. That's how it usually is. It's always like it's almost like an excuse to get together and hang out with friends. It feels like, you know what I mean? But you're there for mutual,
It was great. Like, Hawk left and we had such a really good time.
Yeah. As soon as you drove out, we just a riot.
It was like Hawk's gone, and all of a sudden I was like a lift off my shoulders. You know what I mean? He's a big guy. You can't lie. He's a big guy. So it's like, I could breathe, He was a sick
tough.
asshole. That's what he says over there. He was so sicky wicky. He's like, I can't breathe.
Well, it was tough because like during the day you're trying to like talk to people and communicate, and you're sweating out everything from the night before, actually the morning before, because it's like, and then I'm thinking like, I'm gonna cut out early. I'm gonna go back to the hotel.
Yeah, right.
And then next thing you know, Mining King's like, hey, we're gonna go over here real quick. And I'm like, yeah, that's cool. Next thing you know, it's 3 a.m. and you're eating steak in a IHOP.
Steak and eggs, bro. We went to eat steak and eggs at 3 o'clock in the morning at IHOP, and we were starving. Meanwhile, there was like figure foods on the boat all night long. But meanwhile, we're just like, we need food. Like, we were dying.
Yeah.
rinse
was
and
a good
repeat,
time, though.
and then get up early in the morning and do it all over again. It's nice.
Yeah.
It was good.
I've had a
Hot.
lot of 3 a.m. nights with King, I think.
We all did.
And
We all have.
yeah, it's fun. It's like I said, it's kind of an excuse to get together and just kind of hang out and bullshit together. And
Oh yeah.
that's really the point of it. It's like just getting together, I think. It's
Yeah.
a lot of fun.
Good stuff.
This is the first time we had a booth there, which I heard was good. So it went well.
It was probably the best. It was the best booth out there. Not because it was your guys' booth or whatever. It's just like everyone just congregated into fucking Terra. The Terra
Yeah,
booth.
the Terra booth was like a catch-all for basically anybody in the industry that wanted to talk to each other.
Mhm.
Because like there'd be, I mean, at one point talking to Carter at Bitsby Trippin' in front of Terra,
Mhm.
all kinds, like all the YouTubers, of course, and then just standing out in front of Terra, you'd end up talking to people. It was a very welcoming, inviting, and little bit of little dance looking scene in the background. It was a good booth. It worked out
Yeah.
really well.
Nice. Yeah, I know Mike or Hawk did a great job on it. He did a shit ton of work on it, so it looked cool from the videos.
It was really nice. Hawk put my my little infomercial on the big screen that you guys had. He was like, "Hey Dave, take a look at this." I give Hawk a lot of shit. We give each other a lot of shit, but at the end of the day, man, we're always there for each other, right?
Yeah.
You know, I know you guys for so long. Basically, we know each other when we didn't have anything. You guys came up with Terra, came up with my company. You had your company already established, Mike. You know what I mean? So it's just like, just freaking good times, man. You know?
Yeah.
What do you say?
Yeah.
Eat shit, I hate you. Who is that for? Hawk. But yeah, it was a good time, man. Brandon got a piece of a little taste of when we all get together.
Yeah.
It was
I gotta get
Did you go to
ready.
the Hard Rock?
It's gonna take me a whole year to get ready for it again.
oh my god, yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta
yeah.
prep.
Yeah.
You gotta prep.
Yeah, we
for
did
it.
go to the Hard Rock. You were there too, right, Dave? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where we ran into number one enemy number one. Just kidding. They were really good guys. Coastal Crypto.
Yeah.
They dude, is he doing better? Speaking of that.
Oh man, like there was like a big car crash or something. Like they were like in a major car crash, and I felt bad because like I forgot who looked like crap. It was Mark. Like I saw Mark, and I was like, "Bro, you look like shit. What just happened to you?" He's like, "Bro, I was in a wreck." I was like, "You didn't look like that the other day. Like you look perfectly fine. Like almost like black eyes and stuff like that or whatever." Like, my god, I was like, oh my goodness, like I didn't know. Like apparel was like 90 miles an hour, 80 miles an hour. They got hit, dude.
Jesus.
Yeah. I'm gonna be working with those guys too. So Coastal Crypto, whatever, we're sending a unit and stuff like that. I'll be working with those guys. But thank God they're all right, man. And I think it was just like on the way coming over or something like that. But real quick or whatever, Crypto for Seniors, welcome to the Bomb Squad. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. But yeah, that was
Oh, look at that.
pretty
Hold
crazy.
on. Confirmed in the live chat. Hawk had 103 fever. He was spreading his sickness to everybody.
Really.
Yeah. Shook a lot of hands.
Hey, how
Super
you
spreader
doing?
Hawk.
Fucking just-
You're gonna remember me.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he just instead of business cards, he's just handing out Z packs and stuff like that. Terra branded Z packs.
He was pushing out the panda pox. Yeah, I didn't get sick. Thank God. Panda pox. Jesus.
Yeah, they opened up
Christ.
an ASIC. Did a bat flew out of an ASIC when they opened it? Got everyone sick and.
No, they open the ASIC doors and just a poof of like dust comes into the convention center.
Here's a little.
I remember
Here's a little bit of
during
anthrax.
the
Here you
whole
go.
COVID thing, a lot of my products were coming from overseas and stuff, and I would be lying if I didn't say I was a little skeptical opening some of the boxes, just like cutting it open. I'm just like, is this the one? Is this the one that's gonna have the surprise in it?
This is it.
It's funny enough.
This is
I
what does
opened
me in.
I opened up a dead stock old ASIC Antminer V9 today, and I did it on video. It's gonna come out in one of my videos mixed in with it. But I swear the smell that came out of that thing like was just straight up like Marlboro Reds. Like I'm like,
tape-
holy smokes!
The tape is what gets you, bro. You know, like, and it's like that really dark, like yellow, not yellow, orangey tape. It's like they all have it. All the manufacturers over there have the same fucking tape, and it's just like it's ugly as fuck, but it smells really bad. It's like they make it with a little bit of arsenic. You know what I'm saying? So it sticks better.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's fucking crazy.
It's like asbestos tape, so it works really good. Shout out Nick Burns in the live chat. You know who that is, right?
Yes,
right, Veteran. You remember?
Oh man, he didn't get sick either. He didn't get sick because he's like 8 feet fucking tall. That's why he didn't get
No,
sick.
hold on, he didn't get sick.
I was
and
talking to his
didn't get
knees,
sick.
bro, when I was talking to
Yeah.
the guy. Jesus Christ.
Well, you know why we didn't get sick? We didn't stay in the convention center hotel. That place was a straight up like ground 01 for mold.
I have to let you know. I have to let you guys know right now. I will never. I know it's convenient. Fuck the convenience, because I did not feel well, and it wasn't for Hawk or whatever. I did not feel well every day that I got up in that fucking place. Like, I just was like, like it's bad, Mike. I'll never stay at that place.
We
ever
were
again.
there last year, Dave. The
We
year
didn't
prior,
feel
we
that
stayed
well.
there.
We didn't feel that well, did we?
No, you felt like in the room, you felt just wet. I don't know. It's just weird. Like I never felt dry. You know what I mean? I felt like I was outside, but it had AC. It was weird. But the convention
floors are
center is
wet.
nasty, and then that mall downstairs is disgusting. You know what
I don't
mean?
know. That mall is straight up a front for like illegal activities. Nobody's.
Oh
buying
yeah, that's
anything
just
out of
money
there.
laundering central there. Yes,
Just
all those places probably report like 30 grand a day in sales.
it's this.
They're straight up like 30 like fake jewelry stores down there.
They sell the same jewelry. Do you see it all? It's
Yeah.
all the same jewelry.
Yeah.
And it's just like
No,
nobody's
it's
even
all
in the
legit.
stores.
It's Miami. Everything is legit.
Nobody's even in the stores though. That's the thing. The doors, like they're closed. No one's in the stores. You don't even see anybody working in the fucking stores. It's just like, it's great.
Yeah.
Welcome to Miami. You know.
It would have been
Yeah.
perfect. Like just get one of those stores and just put your booth in there, because everybody had to walk past it, like in and out,
Yeah.
to go to the coffee place. Because if you bought soda or anything inside the convention center, it was like $15 for anything.
Yeah.
You want a bag of chips? That's $7.
I know. It's just like, I was like, I'll
Yeah.
starve. I'll wait for pizza.
Yeah.
Me and actually, did you get the VIP? We didn't get the VIP, so we didn't get free food.
I got the VIP.
Oh, you got the VIP.
I asked for the VIP. You know, I'm such an awesome content creator, you know, so I got.
I need to hang out with you more, because you
Hey.
swindled like multiple units out of there.
Listen, we'll talk about that later, but you know, hey, I got my boy Brandon Coin up to par. He knows he knows the deal. That's
Yeah.
all I'm saying. He's like,
And
this guy
Dave is so
he's-
good at that. We went to a CES, and there were like some areas that were like like MSI or something would have like a private area, and they're like, no, you can't come in. And then Dave just got in. He's like, yeah, you just walk in saying that you're like with this other person or something. And
That's it.
I walked in with Dave, and Dave just bullshit for like 2 seconds with the person. They're like, oh, right in, sir. Come in. Like, no problem. I'm like, holy
You
shit.
fucking know who I am? I'm the
You're
fucking
good at it. It's
veteran
the
miner,
confidence, man. You're confident when you walk in, and they see it.
You know,
So,
just
you got that on lock.
making
And
dreams come
it-
true.
Well, I've also learned if there's any bit of resistance, just be like, "Hi, I'm Dave. I'm a disabled combat veteran."
That's it.
Nice to
Yeah.
meet you.
Done.
And
Done.
it's kind of like it's just, welcome. Come on in.
Yeah, exactly.
If you got a problem, the disabled combat veteran thing, forget about it. That's it. You can't say anything. How the fuck are you gonna rebuttal that? I'll show you my card. Disabled. That's it.
Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah.
saying. It works. Hang out with me, we'll get places. It's
Yeah.
that
What's up,
easy.
What's up, Crypto Mikel? Joining the live stream. You got a lot of heavy hitters in your
Well,
chat right now.
Well, yeah, I mean, because you're here, Brandon. So because
Oh
you
no, don't even. Nobody knows.
But,
Hawks in there.
it's crazy.
Heavy.
It's just nuts, though. It was a great experience, though. Once again, we had like nothing but just a lot of laughs. A lot of nights that I couldn't sleep because of the I guess acid was coming through the floors or some shit. I don't know. I'm never gonna say that ever again. Never. I mean, Brandon, right? Right before the bathroom, there was like an open thing and there was all just fucking mold. Oh, you took a picture? No way.
Yeah, I took a picture.
So this is what we're staying in, guys. Like this is this elite type of fucking hotel.
That's why, like, I guess they do it because the convention center there works and it's probably the cheapest and they make the most off of it.
Mike,
but like,
you see the mold coming out of the vents inside the lobby. Yeah. I'm not even kidding. And then the next day we looked at it, it was painted. They painted the mold.
Yeah.
Brandon has a picture. If Brandon has that picture, dude, you're gonna say that you're gonna be like, no way.
Yeah.
Hold on, I got it. It's in here. I think
it's insane. It's just like I can't believe I can't believe I'm not dead. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
Where is it? Oh no, did I definitely sent it. All right, so that's when I arrive. Then I quit talking. No.
What? We gonna send it to the Mighty Disrupt owner? Oh, so maybe he might change the venue out of the place, Mike, Hawk. He'll do it somewhere else, maybe. That'd be cool.
Anywhere else? Yeah.
Man,
where else?
Anywhere.
Would he do it,
anywhere. It's gonna be in Florida, of course. But I mean, if they do it like on like Palm Beach or something like that. Yeah, Palm Beach, that convention center over there.
All right. Yeah. Can you make my screen bigger?
Yeah. Here.
Yeah. All right. So I want to give a little bit of background. You walk into the public bathroom right outside of the convention center, and there's like a access door for maintenance, right?
All right.
And the access door is open for the maintenance, and this is inside.
That's a body. What is that,
dude? That's mold.
Yeah, it's hard to tell. This is where the drywall has like gotten soft and rotted out from the bottom, and all the black is black mold in there. And they just threw a towel down because that fixes it. You know,
it's black mold, dude. That's some serious shit. It's like this is what you're breathing in, like, and that's
where
like,
they stored the pizza.
The room that Jared and I were in, the Mining King, dude. It smelled so fucking like it was bad. All I'm saying, it was bad.
Yeah.
There, the wall, straight up. That's just
those are just my
pores.
God, dude.
Right on the wall. Like,
hold on. Let me
that's
look at
terrifying.
That's not paint. Yeah.
Like, imagine what's behind the walls. You know what I mean? Like, if that's what you can see, like, oh no.
You know, Cats of Crypto was saying the bird pits are way worse than that shit. Well, what's scary is it's like you've seen all these things about like the burn pits, because I was in a really bad area in Afghanistan. We had our own burn pits for like everything, right?
Is there a good area over there?
Like, yeah. It was just like, so we had our own burn pits, and like who knows? Maybe I might be around for another 5 years or something, so it's gonna make it. I gotta make it now. I mean, it's just fucking horrible, dude. But yeah, that's just fucking.
I sent that over, Hawk. It's entered the webs.
Oh my God, that's just brutal, dude.
That's a lot worse than I imagined.
I mean, maybe they get that's that mold discount, you know?
Oh
Lord.
Yeah,
exactly.
My God.
Yeah, they got to switch up hotels or something. I know that they're just like used to it there, but it's like,
I didn't know it was that bad until we saw that shit, and then basically it's like you're just talking to your friends and you're sitting on the couches that are like fucking dirty as shit too, like they're like disgusting, but it's just like you just feel icky just everywhere, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, you see the vents up top or whatever, you're like, the vents are even hemorrhaging fucking mold, like they're just like they're throwing up literally of just mold.
Yeah.
So.
Well, there's a lot of old. There's a lot of fresh paint everywhere.
You saw that, right?
Yeah, it smells like paint.
Yeah. They stay on
They
top
probably
there.
just put a can of paint in the ducts. You know what I mean? Just so
lead paint. Yeah. They probably painting with lead paint, bro.
Yeah.
Just it's fucking bad.
Yeah, that's nasty.
But anyway,
change gears.
Is what it is. You know what I mean? We'll find another place. I'm never gonna stay there ever again. I don't care if it's free. So
Maybe like Orlando or something if you want to keep it in Florida. Or Mike mentioned Palm Beach or something. Like,
yeah, there's a
I feel like
convention center over
Miami
there.
always
That's
like
nice.
people gravitate towards Miami. They're like they see it in movies and people come from across the world and they're like, oh, Miami, Miami. And then you get here and you're like, no, this is not good.
I don't think the convention center over there is like nasty. It seems
Yeah.
clean. It didn't, you know, but you just feel like smelling like when you get in towards the hotel. It's like they only changed the lobby in the front, right? They made it kind of like nice, and then everything else is complete shit, you know, in the lobby. I mean, I think Crypto Craig, he got stuck in the elevator or some shit, or it opened up and it was like this far down from the fucking thing.
No.
Yeah, like dude, it was a fucking nightmare. Forget about it. This is
Oh, look at that. A hot and ready, fresh message from Boombox Miners.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, they're making some tweaks to their machine to achieve higher returns. Because I was asking when I'm gonna get a boombox. Get back to so new hardware revision. That'll be cool. Wonder what they're doing. I think that's like an ETC miner.
Oh,
But,
okay.
sorry, not boombox.
Bombas?
Bombax.
Bombax. Yeah,
Bombax.
yeah, Bombax.
In my mind, it's boombox, but bombax. Yeah,
You
they had a
want to
really
say
cool
boombox.
like
It makes
yeah,
sense.
yeah. There's like a bit. I noticed there's a big shift for more like consumer grade or like residential grade ASIC miners, but not like little tiny unusable things. What was it? AlphaPex had that like big, huge, looks like a PlayStation 7
Jesus.
to go inside your house. Did you see it? You saw it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and Bombax had like a black thing that looks like it would be, you know, you could mount it on the wall and be like, that's a space heater. You know?
Yeah.
I remember there was that other heat bit or heat. I don't know what it was, but I think that was like a space heater too. They advertised it as that.
There's new or something like that. They're doing something new as well.
Yeah,
I think.
As
Who was
long
telling
as
me? I
they-
forgot what I was saying.
Man, I just want them to change gears from because everything in those extruded metal cases just, you know, you can't slide that in a house anywhere, you know.
no, you just put it in the kitchen. It looks nice next to the.
You could put it
Mixer.
anywhere in your home. Just make sure that your animals or your children don't go near it. You know?
Yeah.
Just these everywhere. What happened? Who was like, yeah, every ASIC needs to be made out
Good
of this
idea.
material, right? You know,
Yeah.
if it's not out of this material, it's garbage. You know.
Yeah, we need to make it really sharp so it cuts whoever's opening it. Yeah.
Yes. Every angle and corner on here, ready to kill a child.
Yeah,
maybe
exactly.
it's the same makers of Tesla when they made the Cybertruck. Dude, that
Yeah.
thing could kill you before you even get into the doors. It's
That's
like
true.
it's like
Yeah.
like points. So it's like I'm like finger blasting fucking Frank's truck. I'm going like this. I'm like, this shit's sharp.
Yeah.
Nice
Nick
truck,
Burns
though.
says
It's nice.
the AlphaPex units wasn't that hot. I didn't like feel the heat coming off that one. The Bombax, the black, their like in-home unit, it was kicking off some heat. But the AlphaPex literally like they could sell that thing. Can you bring it up on screen? Is there pictures of it online? I assume they could like package a PlayStation 4 inside that, and it would just look like it goes in the infotainment center.
Let's see, I could try to.
Mike,
bring
you got it?
up. This just looks like a regular ASIC miner. Let me click it. Do they have a website?
It's like a plug and play.
Yeah, it's like white and then has like a clear, or not a clear, but like a reflective panel on the front. It's kind of tall and skinny. Kind of looks like a GPU box, like a really big one.
I don't know if this is their website. It probably is. Here, I'll try to share it.
You got it? All right.
This website just looks like you're going to send a wire and never hear from it again.
Jesus Christ, Mike.
They only accept USDT only.
Yeah, that's good. You know, that you can just call up the USDT bank and get a refund if.
Yeah, there it is. DG Home 1. Look at this thing.
It's just like
That thing looks really cool.
It looks
does, cool.
it looks better in person, honestly.
Yeah.
Whoever took
Why
these
can't
pictures,
I open up a? Here, let me.
You can't even hit on the
See, that looks nice.
They're
I
a
would,
legit
I would put
company.
that in the house.
But
you know?
they're a legit company though. Like
Yeah.
they're not offering like free pool mining for like up to 100K and go out of business or anything like
If I
that.
send a Bitcoin, I get 2 back, right?
You know.
AlphaPex is legit. We host 14 of them. Oh, Hawk, yeah. No, we they are legit. They had a big booth, and they gave us free pizza too.
Oh, nice.
I need a free one. I need a free
You
one of
didn't
those.
get one? Oh,
Should
you
get
What
need
is
a free
this
one.
mining?
Doge, LTC.
No, that's payment.
Oh, that's
method.
payments. No,
don't-
ETC.
It probably does mine Doge because they had Doge like shirts and pictures everywhere.
DG Home.
Yeah, Doge 2,000 megahash. That's 600 watts. What's that?
I don't know.
Hold on.
It mines it all. It mines every algorithm. It's
You
50K.
just plug it in.
You just plug it in.
man.
Just like you don't even have to put
Yeah.
your own. You don't have to put anything. It knows. It's AI.
So what? How many watts is it? 620.
Yeah.
And it's at 2,000 megahash.
What's
That
the script? This is a script miner?
Yeah, it only
Yeah.
loses $1 a day right now.
Oh, that's nothing. I would buy. You should buy 10 of them. Sell them in a bull
Nah,
run.
I think that's wrong. I think that's wrong.
Yeah.
Brandon, he's like, this thing looks cool, but you know, you're only losing $1 a day. You need like fucking 0.03 of a cent that you're paying for, and you're profitable.
Hold on. Here we go. I looked up a
Jesus.
Litecoin mining calculator. Now we got a Dogecoin calculator. Big
Jesus
difference.
Christ, coming
The
soon
same,
too.
It's the same, but it's different, you know.
Yeah, Nice Hash probably has their mixed merge mining thing.
Estimated income almost $3 a day on Doge.
Okay.
$3 a day on Doge at what? At 10 cents? Will you make $3 at 10 cents?
Yeah. You're making 27 Doge right now in the last 24 hours. If you had 2,000 megahash. Look at
And
that.
how much are they selling these things for?
They're not for sale yet. I asked.
Oh, okay.
Coming soon. At a store near you.
I mean, they have to be pretty. They're not that big, but they'll probably be pretty pricey. I mean, if they're liquid cooled all in one.
Well, in person. So you think they're not big. That thing
They're
is
big, dude.
huge.
It's like
Yeah.
a
Really?
fucking tower. Yeah, it's like that white tower back there. Right there.
Yeah.
I'm
Brandon.
just comparing it from like the power core, but yeah, I guess
Dude,
that's
it's like, yeah,
like
it's
a
that
pretty
hot.
tall
It's that
computer.
tall. Yep.
It's big. It looks heavy too.
yeah.
What's the
You
price
know,
on
like-
it? Coming soon? Fucking 6K, 10K.
Yeah,
Well, it's one of
Hawk
those
is
things-
saying 2 to 3K. Goat's saying 3K.
Good God.
I mean,
Yeah,
you're not supposed to get an ROI for at least 2 years, brother. I mean, that's how it works these days.
You ROI when Dogecoin hits $1.
Yeah,
As long as you didn't sell any of them.
it's that hopium.
Yeah.
They should put like a lot of these things, just write hopium on there. That's what they need to do. You know?
It's weird because a lot of the script miners, well, other than you get in like Bitmain, like L9s and or L7s and stuff, but a lot of like the smaller script miners, like the gold shells and stuff, they're super expensive for what they do. Have you noticed that? Like what is it? The Doge 3 Plus that just came out. I was looking at it. It's like $800, and it does like 800 mega hash,
Yeah.
and it burns like 500 watts. I'm like, this thing is like dead on arrival.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Does look neat though. I mean, I guess it has that going for it.
I mean, I look at it this way. My cables look neat, right? But if you're not making any money, don't buy my fucking cables. You know what I mean? I'm being transparent. You know?
What's it got a C13 straight into that?
Yeah, these people
Yeah.
are trying to put me out of business. I don't have to have a fucking talk with them. They need to have like
Does
a
it have
mini,
lights or anything on the front? Is that
a
like the
mini miner or
element?
something.
That's like reflective. It almost looks like a piece of black glass on the front of it.
Gotcha.
TVM, where's our custom C13 cables?
I know a guy.
You know, yeah. Hawk said they made custom made ones.
For us, check Twitter. Who's us?
Us. Not us, but us.
Hmm.
I'm saying.
You know,
going to
somebody
Twitter
make
right now.
something for me. That'd be cool. One day. Might get to that point. Movie stars like you guys, you know what I mean?
It's neat though. I like seeing like at home ones. I think it gets people into. That's why I like the KSOs. I'm not a huge fan of
Oh
Caspa,
yeah, the
but
the gold shell. Aren't you
Oh,
getting
he's
one,
talking about the,
Brandon?
yeah,
the Doge 3. Yeah, well, James has been back and forth with me on them, so maybe potentially not confirmed, but a soft confirmation.
Yeah, I've been talking to
yeah.
James too for the first time actually, but I don't know. I don't know where we're at right now, but it'd be cool.
Okay, so is it Hawk? Is it posted on Gold Chill's Twitter?
I think so.
I'm going there now.
I think I commented on it or something. I said, "What are you guys trying to put me out of business because it's just a plug and play too?"
Oh yeah, is that the one with the? Oh, it had the C13 in it.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
Geek of all trades, didn't you see your custom edition? Did I have a custom edition? No way.
Told you a movie star. There's a link
Gold
right there.
Shell.
Geek of All Trades put the link in there.
Okay. Gold Shell Miner.
There you go.
Oh, those are cool looking. Oh, they got a Hawk one. Oh, there's a Brandon coin one. Yo, James is a homie. Am I getting one of my own? I didn't even know I was really getting one.
Where is
Yeah.
it? It's on here. We're gonna
Okay.
hold on one second. I'll show you guys.
Yeah.
This is it right here. Here it is. Let's open this up.
Yo, there's a goat one. Oh man. I want a goat.
There we go.
one.
We got Chumpy, Goat, Hobby, Rabid. Where's the other ones at? Did I go too big?
Yeah, you're too big.
She said. What we got? I can't help myself. We got Vosk, RPM, Hawk. Why would Hawk get one?
MR. What's the red one that says MR?
Oh, that's another. I don't know who that is.
They probably have them tagged.
What's going on here?
Oh, they even tagged me. I'm horrible about Twitter. Holy smokes.
Watching it over here. That's pretty cool, though, huh?
Yeah, that's really cool.
James forgot about me. That's cool, though. Yeah, fucking, Hey, James, I'll let it slide this time, but I'll let you know right now. You're never gonna get one of my cables. You don't include me with this stuff. You know what I mean?
So yeah, Geek says it was Hawk, Panda, Vosk, Rabid, Hobby, Chump, Marcos. Okay, that's the MR. Marcos. I need to sign into Twitter.
He doesn't care, Hawk, about me. It's fine. He said it was a pleasure finally to speak with me, but that's okay. Baby steps, you know what I'm saying? Baby steps.
Yeah.
Maybe next year. But anyway, it's listen, I do hearts and minds, brother. You know what I mean? Folks like introduce it. Shit. It's hearts and minds. The United States Army, you know what I'm saying? Just like, yeah. Thank you for your service. Would you like to put my logo on one of your gold shell? You know what's gonna happen? I'm a disabled combat veteran.
Yeah.
That's it. It's over. I was like, holy shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, DCV. You got a stamp right there.
Keep beating everybody in cards and maybe you'll have some friends. No, absolutely not. Very competitive, especially in cards. Especially when you can win some, a couple of dollars too. You know what I mean? Like shit. Come on.
Yeah.
But it's illegal. When we play as YouTubers and friends, we do not play for money. It's like candy bars or some shit. Yeah.
Marco's channel is not US. That's why I've never seen it. I'm like, I do not recognize this, but it's not English. That's cool though. Heck yeah.
Yeah.
What is it? What language is it?
I think it's Spanish.
Oh, I could do that. I'll just have AI just translate this whole fucking thing.
Yeah, dude, he's got 170,000 subscribers. He's got a boatload of videos.
Shit, let me find out. You know what I mean?
He just commented on there. Well, I was left out.
Yeah. I don't care. So they know. Veteran Miner. You know. You don't leave baby in a corner, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm gonna comment on that. I need to get better about being on the Twitter.
You have to.
That's where all the drama goes down. You say the wrong
Lots of
thing,
stuff.
all of a sudden somebody's tagging you on Twitter. Bad stuff's getting talked about.
They're just hating you or something, you know.
Next thing you know, a capacitor's blown up and taking
It's your
somebody's
fault.
eye out, and GPURisers is to blame.
Yeah.
It's like it's
I would just delete Twitter at that point.
Yeah.
Just close the app. Like, okay.
It's been so far so good. You know, I like the comments. Like, I like when they put like stupid comments, like when you do videos and stuff like that. I'm just like, you're just helping me, bro. Negative and positive. You just helping me go through that algorithm. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, go fucking type away, you little typer. You know what I mean? But like, I would say like probably like 99.9% of the time though, it's just all positive stuff, and it keeps me going.
Yeah.
You know, seriously, love it. But I guess it's 11 o'clock. We actually went on for a lot longer than we usually do because we were just just doing hearts and minds over here tonight. We got the YouTube star Brandon Coin. It was a pleasure for him to join us. I mean, I made it. I mean, have Brandon Coin on my fucking thing. That's it. Don't need to do anything more, Mike. You know what? You're on your own. I'm happy. That's it. You know, we're good to go. Well, until next week. Mike's hosting. So
Yes. I will be hosting next week.
yes, Mike, I'm turning into a pumpkin hawk. But I'm gonna go into the chat after this. I think I'm gonna get into the chat real quick and
Misfit Discord, right?
yeah, wherever we're going to chat because I haven't. I mean, yeah, I'll go into chat for a little bit.
You coming over there too, Vistang?
No, probably not tonight, but I'll dive in next week.
Fair enough.
It's been a long day. But do you guys still play like StarCraft and stuff, or is it like you guys are doing new games? Is it still Helldivers, or what are you guys doing over there now? What's the new thing?
Flavor of the month. Well, it's not the flavor. It's back to they've a lot of PUBG lately.
Yeah. When I get in there, it's gonna be some COD or nothing.
Yeah. I got Modern Warfare. Was it 2, the newest one?
Yeah.
I'm ready for the new Black Ops though.
Yeah, me too. I'm looking forward to that.
That's October, right? You used to do it in November. I think it's in October now, right?
Yeah, I think it's October.
They used to do it in November, but yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, thanks for having me. I really appreciate being.
I
on the
appreciate
show.
you.
Yeah, thanks, Brandon.
Seriously, it was really, really good. Good times. So everybody, I appreciate your time. Hit that like button on the way out. Smack the shit out of it. Do whatever you need to do. Just press it, right? And we'll be on Mike
Smack
this day.
that bell.
Smack it like it owes you. You know what I mean? And we'll be on Vistang's channel next week at 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. That's all we got for you guys. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much, and have a great night. Later, guys.
Have a good night, guys.
Goodbye.